I love Ultimate Dodgeball. I love the Ultimate Dodgeball Championship because it's fun to have people from all over the world all come together, all with the same level of excitement to come here to participate, to compete.
One of our goals this year was to definitely make sure the tournament felt and became more inclusive. It's always been open to anybody, but we wanted to highlight the women athletes in the dodgeball community. There are so many amazingly talented women dodgeball athletes, and it is way past due for the world to see that.
Women's dodgeball has been growing rapidly. The talent has been exponentially heightened. In the last 3.5 years that I've been playing, it's been absolutely amazing to watch my own growth, watch everybody else's growth around me. Women can compete. Women have all of the potential, all of the power to do that. So women should come out here, help represent the sport, help represent all women.
Yeah, this is the first year there've been a women's division, and it's great. I'm really excited to compete against the best women in the country. Little girls can see the stream and be like, oh, I can play dodgeball too. I can come out and check it out, come to Sky Zone and try out dodgeball. It's nice that women can really shine.
Women's dodgeball is one of the most exciting things to watch. They're all good. They're all very good. They're all very athletic. They can all play at the top level. There are a lot of women's teams that could beat a lot of these guys' teams. They do it in co-ed divisions all around the country and all around the world, and I think it's an awesome way to just bring everybody in. So, you know, there is a space and there is a place for every single person in dodgeball.
Welcome, audience at home and around the world, to the 2018 Ultimate Dodgeball World Championships, presented by Sky Zone. I'm Dave Benedetto. With me here is my confidant, my partner in life crime.
Oh boy.
Brittany Mastro. Brittany, how you doing?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm great. I'm good. I'm always good. And I'm excited. I'm excited because there's not many sports that have been redefined and recreated. There's not a new themes left, you know? Like, all the themes have been used up, turned into theme parks, but we've got a new theme today, and it's more than a theme. It is a real sport. It is trampoline dodgeball for the women. You know, we've been doing this for the past 5 years. Ultimate Dodgeball has been going on for 10 years, founded in Sky Zone, of course, out of Las Vegas. And let's talk today about the women doing dodgeball and trampolines for the first time. These are real serious athletes, aren't they?
Yeah, these women have been playing dodgeball for upwards of 7-8 years, and this is the first year in 2018 that we are now able to showcase to the world, essentially, that women are playing dodgeball. They're very good at it, they're very athletic, and they have just as much skill as the men in their respective sport.
And you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to say some of the things that women have actually been, you know, in the spirit of comparison, because we all compare things, you know. I mean, if paper didn't exist, staplers wouldn't have a lot of purpose. So let's compare the women to the men for a second here. Yesterday, we saw a ton of teamwork. In fact, I would say that the women do teamwork better than the men have done in the past several years.
Yeah, we saw, if you guys didn't watch yesterday, go back and watch the women's finals. It was amazing. The athleticism, the teamwork, the overall, like you said, Dave, the strategy, and gosh, the last minute plays to win these matches were amazing. And for me, way more entertaining than the men yesterday, to be honest.
I mean, let's talk about mood yesterday, going up against Air, Brianna London. It was a numbers game, and as we know in dodgeball, and if you don't know at home, it's the best of 5. When they get 3, obviously they're going to win. It was the 5th game, right? It was
Yes.
2-2, and Air had numbers. Air was just, they threw 3. Brianna dodged all of them. 3 more, time's running out. Brianna made the catch.
Yeah, you know, Mood made a very, what's the word? They took a chance. They threw all their balls over at Air. They missed. And at that point, Mood had no balls to protect themselves with. And that was when Air threw 3 balls at Brianna London. She missed. I don't know how she missed the first 3. She missed the first 3. 3 more came at her. She caught 1 to end the game. It was an amazing, I mean, nod to Air, an awesome game by then. A last-minute clutch catch by, I think it was Justine, off of Karina Arias, to actually tie that game to take it into overtime.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I know why Brianna Brianna London made that catch. It's because she was National Player of the Year for Elite at the National Championships last year. These women are used to competition. Kate Gong, for example, played on the USA National Championship soccer team. As long you did play as well on that team, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and let's not forget about Vendetta. We're going to do team intros here in a couple seconds, but I want to get in touch with Vendetta. They did an awesome job yesterday going to 5 games, and here we have Vendetta.
6-1 yesterday out of the U.S. There's Paige. Hamming it up for the camera. There's Tanya. There's Taylor. There's Leek. Angelique goes by Leek.
And here we have Mood, Brianna London, Kate Gong.
Kate, always serious.
Joanna Munoz, Azalea Donche, Karina Arias, Erica Schmidt.
Kate Gong can make a shadow blink. I mean, she is just so focused. I went and played soccer with her once in Santa Monica. Yeah, you play soccer with a USC national champion. It was men, it was Kate. Kate scored 2 goals, actually. And then I never literally came back to that soccer game.
You're like, I'm done now.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. So we have these women here. I'm going to try to make sure we use their names, hopefully their numbers, so you guys can get acquainted with who they are. These games today are best out of 5. They are 3-minute matches. Dave, let's get really quick into the rules of dodgeball.
Okay, so really quick, we'll use some visuals here. Boom, prepared. Always prepared, right?
Ready, we got it.
Right? This is Comedy Central here. We're freaking ready. All right, so here we go. So I take the ball right here. I'm going to go like this. Boom. I hit you. What happens?
I'm out.
Okay, I go ahead. I throw it up.
And I catch it. You're out, and my teammate comes in if there's someone out.
All right, now let's take this again here. I hit the ball. Boom. Hits your lovely face.
Hits the ball, hits my face, I am out because it is what is called live off of ball, meaning as long as a ball either touches another ball or it's in the air, it's still live. So we're going to get down to the match here. Like we said, this is the finals for the women. They are playing for $15,000.
Sweet Alabama Med Flies. This is the real deal. These are professional women playing a professional sport, doing it for the first time, the pioneers, if you will. We're talking about ultimate dodgeball, and they're playing for how much money today?
$15,000.
$15,000, simoleons, smackers, quetzales, however you want to call it. A lot of these women have played college sports. I feel like we have a lot of water polo players that have played out there, volleyball players.
Basketball.
Does that translate well?
I think it does. I think that a lot of these women, when you get done playing sports, you want something else to do. Even though you're older and you don't have a sport to go to, I think it's kind of where dodgeball lends itself well to those who have finished their college career and are looking for something else. Also, a fun fact: every woman on both rosters of Mood and Vendetta are either a member of the USA dodgeball team.
That's right, the USA National Dodgeball team.
An alternate, or was invited to the combine. So the top 50 women. 50, I believe, were invited to the combine to participate in trying out for Team USA.
That's right. And really quick, if you get a chance, go to www.usadodgeball.com, heralded and led by Mark Acom and Jake Mason, and check out what these women do around the world. They play all different countries. They've taken the world championships. You were on the world championship team, weren't you, Brittany?
I absolutely was. So we're going to start here. Mood on your left. I believe Vendetta there in the blue. These jerseys crack me up.
Oh, I love it.
Mood wore all black yesterday, and today they're in yellow and pink. So
yeah, and Mood is a
Mood showing their mood with that yellow and pink.
Yeah, it's the reverse of Doom, which we'll get into later. Let's focus on the women right now. In the far right here, we have number 9, Brianna London, with that amazing catch yesterday. She's playing for Mood, and in the blue is Vendetta.
So if you're looking at your screen here, left to right is Rolina Thomason, Paige Peterson, Angelique Gorospi, Ashley Cook, and Tanya Kaiser over there in the blue for Vendetta. If we get a good look at Mood, I will definitely get those names out so you guys know. This should be...
Well, I can say this, we have Brianna London far right, and then after Brianna is Alice Donche, a.k.a.
Wait, what did you just say?
Donche, right?
No, Alice?
How would you pronounce it?
Azalea?
Azalea. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not into flowers. I'm sorry. But Azalea is she is World War Z, a.k.a. World War Z. She is fantastic. Just cleaned house. And then, of course, we have Kate Gong right in the center there. And, of course, we have Karina Arias and Joanna Munoz.
So right there, you'll see Azalea Donche with the purple hair. Next to her is Kate Gong. They are co-captains this year for Team USA. You'll look to them to be leading and calling a lot of the plays today for Mood.
And I'll tell you, Joanna Munoz has improved amazingly over the past couple years. Look for her to make some great catches.
Waiting for the ref's call here.
Opening rush. Kind of hesitant there. Trying to get, swing on both. The counter action. Rolina Tomason goes down.
And Karina Arias also goes down. So 1-for-1. They both hit each other at the same time, so they are both out.
Yeah, that's a good trade though. That's a good trade for Vendetta because Karina just has an amazing curve. Amazing curve.
Yeah, Karina's arm has been great this tournament. But she definitely has had a hard time staying on the court.
Yeah.
She's been a big target for any team she plays against.
And you know what? She had an ankle injury. She was in an ankle brace. Just got it off about a month ago. She only got to practice 1 or 2 times. But she came out here just a little tentative yesterday, and then she just went off.
You'll see here, when they're coming together, they're talking about who's going to throw, who they're going to throw at, coming up with a plan before they start. Joanna gets a nod there for the throw.
Oh, Ashley.
Brianna London with a great block there by Ashley Cook.
Ashley Cook's been actually playing in the UDC. She's one of the pioneers. When there wasn't a women's team the past couple years, she's actually been playing co-ed. She's fearless.
Ashley Cook there that we just saw throw at Joanna Munoz, good out there. On your right would be Tanya Kaiser in the blue. She also played when there was not a women's division.
Now remember, this is the best of 5 games, 3 minutes on the clock. And if it comes down to no time left, guess what? Whoever's got the most players on the court wins. What about sudden death? What if it's a tie? Ooh!
Nice
dodge.
Wow.
Oh, was that a kill? Did that hit the hair?
Ooh, nice throw by Brianna London. Paige missed actually her first catch yesterday in her playoff game and then caught everything else.
Right,
so I wonder if that's going to happen
today. And she was
today.
the reason why I think they closed it out, was her catches.
Nice throw there by Ashley Cook on Azalea Dolce.
We're down to Brianna here. Watch out for Brianna, the best curve in the game.
Yeah, Brianna, no stranger to playing by herself, being the last one on the court here.
Yeah.
Look for her to make a catch. Look for a catch, maybe not. She won't always try to make a catch, but if she sees it coming, she definitely will drop her ball to catch it.
Yeah.
Ashley Cook's going to go for it.
Brianna London has more curve than the facial characteristics of Dwayne Johnson, the Rock's forehead.
What?
So she's got a lot of curve.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, well, just ask Mr. Johnson. He knows.
Oh, my goodness.
Or Kevin Hart. They're both the same.
So how much time is that? Brianna London has 30 seconds left.
Oh, this is down to the wire here. Here comes Brianna. She's got 30 seconds left. Oh, and counter. Counter. The lights go up. The game is won. 1-0. Nice counter by Ashley Cook.
Yeah, Ashley Cook did a great job there. She was able to counter and do that because she had enough players left over that even if she missed or she was out, they would still have those numbers. She took the chance, ended the game. Vendetta takes that first game 1-0 over Mood. Best out of 5. We're going to put 3 minutes back on the clock. New game, players reset, and I see over there Miss Erica Schmidt is in the game for Mood.
Oh, look out. Erica Schmidt, she plays for Pop That, doesn't she, in regular terms?
Yes, Erica is my teammate.
She plays on your team, that's right. She is a fireball. Look for her to yell up and yell out and just communicate. Although Ashley Cook yesterday was doing most of the talking. In fact, she got her team together when they were down and just said, hey, listen, do we want this?
Ooh, nice
kill
by
on Karina Arias.
Nice kill by Zelia Donche there to protect.
World War Z, look out, man, making people look like zombies.
Yeah, so Azalea Donche there doing a great job of protecting her teammate. Her teammate did get out, but she was able to cover. Ooh, nice
there's a
cover.
bounce. Oh, what an amazing catch. Sweet Florida Oranges, that was leak.
Yeah, unlucky throw for Brianna London. She had a good hit on Tanya Kaiser, but Angelique Gorospe in the middle there saving her teammate.
Teamwork. For those of you that play dodgeball at home, the best thing to know is ABL. Always be looking. You'll see it when they come together in the huddles, when they're blocking a ball, looking for counters. You kids at home, if you're ADD or ADHD, that's ADD in high definition, always be looking because you never know when a ball's coming. These balls being thrown by the women, they go from up to 50 to 60 miles per hour.
And you'll see Vendetta here coming together. Vendetta has some fire on their throws today. They're ready to play.
Yeah, they're definitely, well, they went 6-1, so they're the perennial favorite right here. They hadn't been practicing together from different places, so it's a little different, a little difficult, but they've adjusted incredibly well. Leek is out of Sacramento, and
yeah, Rolina's out of the north. Ooh, nice catch there by Kate Gong on Tanya Kaiser.
That's why
a
Kate,
dodge and a catch.
Da, 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 USC, a catch a ball for you and me. Kate is amazing. She's such a competitor. Plays elite dodgeball.
Oof.
Nice bounce kill on Rolina Thomason.
Don't throw all your balls.
Oh, corner
Okay.
shot. Oh, wait, is that going to count?
I don't know.
Okay, that was probably a trap.
I don't really know what that was.
Yeah. Now a trap, by the way, is when the ball hits both.
I think it bounced into. I don't think it was a. I don't even know what's going on. Okay, so
Let's
refs are going to talk about it.
Yeah, because from where we saw, we thought it was a bounce up off the knees and then caught in the corner.
Which would have made it a catch and a catch for Vendetta, and then one out for Mood.
Yeah, but again, you know, who are we to judge? There's 8 refs down there. That's Nicholas Factorin. They do a fantastic job. You've got 5 balls essentially going 50 to 6. Okay, there we go. No catch.
And Paige Peterson is safe,
yeah,
I believe. So
safe.
I think they're saying it bounced up into her.
Yeah, because on a trap, it's going to be safe. And that's when the ball hits the ground and the player at the same time.
A trap is safe? I thought it was out.
A trap, I don't know. I feel trapped.
I want to say it bounced up into her, which is why they called it safe.
Okay, I feel trapped. So let's just move on.
Carry on.
Okay.
Either way, Paige is safe.
Okay.
No catch. Mood keeps their players in the court, and a nice catch there by Kate Gong to go up 4-2.
All right, there's Erica leading, number 5 right there. Switches positions with Kate Gong. Kate Gong in the center, swing shot.
Nice throw there.
Triple hit right there, and down she goes. And guess what? We're left with number 1, and number 1 for a reason. Ashley Cook, most experienced tramp player out here. Let's see, corner shot right there. There goes Ashley.
Nice throw by Ashley Cook.
Takes out World War Z. I'm expecting World War ZZ, because that's what she's starting right now.
I think you'll see Mood resetting here. There it is.
Here we go, counter, boom, nice slide shot. Here we go, here's
3
the numbers.
seconds.
There's a good block right there, low shot, here it goes high.
There.
Oh, but the numbers go, and guess what? We've got a 1-to-1 ball game.
We do have a 1-to-1 ball game. You saw Erica and Kate there. It looked like, to anyone else, it may look like they were missing Ashley Cook.
Yes,
but I
what were they doing?
believe they were making sure that she wasn't, going to catch the ball. They didn't have to get her out. They just have to make sure that they stayed alive to have that enough numbers, 2-to-1 at that time, on the court to win.
And they played it really well, because if you just throw the ball like lollipop it over away from the body, you're going to get called out. That's what happened to TC Bush yesterday, and that was unfortunate against Kill the Comp. But I digress. Let's get to the women here. We've got 1-to-1. You're watching the Ultimate Dodgeball Championships. The women are playing for $15,000, and this is the first time ever that women are competing on the UDC world stage. And I hesitate to say national, because it is the world stage. We have all 50 states here. We have 6 different other countries, Australia, England, and so on. In fact, you can find Ultimate Dodgeball pretty much soon anywhere in the world. Last year there was 20 million jumpers that went to Ultimate Dodgeball. So check out one of yours today at ultimatedodgeball.com. All right, there's Ashley in the center. Nice pump fake. Ooh, excellent block. That's Karina. Nobody's going to stop her.
Karina's going to take. Ooh.
I play in a
one.
league with her out in West LA, and it's 20-on-20, believe it or not. And she'll close out a game, you know. She'll take the guys to task, take the girls to task.
Wow, great trade.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, Dave was talking. There was a great.
Oh my gosh, you see that catch by Tanya Kaiser?
Yes, but you missed the trade because you were talking. So there was a trade between Brianna and Rolina, and then there was a throw made that was a catch by Tanya that put Azalea out, and then Rolina was able to come back in on the catch. So Vendetta up 5-2 now. That catch made a huge change in the game.
Oh, and let's talk about catches. Tanya Kaiser over there in the far right, now in the far left, number 9. How do catches change the game?
Well, it's a numbers game towards the end of this, and there's 1:30 left for Kate to make a play here. But when you make a catch, the girl who threw at you is out, but your teammate gets to come in. So it can definitely be a momentum swing for your team.
That's right.
In the best way possible.
Here we go. They're putting 1, they're putting 2, they're putting 3. Not the smartest move. Let me tell you, this is Kate Gong, national USC soccer champion, part of the soccer championship squad. And
but more importantly, she's Team USA captain.
yeah, and there's a reason. Now, I would say they need to put balls on them, but they're trying to play the numbers. There's 1 minute left. They've got 5 players.
Very good job by Kate to stay alive, but she's got to make a play here. She has 52 seconds left.
I would say just throw right at her. I mean, even one catch is still going to make it 2-4, you know? Just go for it. Go for the kill right now. Put 3 on her.
Well, they're going to see right now if they're going to throw all 3.
All right, here comes the throw. 1 and 2. They're just playing it smart. Kate's got to act. Let's go, Kate. Here we go. Here comes one shot right there. It's a bounce shot off Tanya Kaiser. Kate makes another move.
Nice shot there on Rolina Thomas.
Okay, down to 4. Only 27 seconds left. Kate's got to make a move. Expect her to come out firing. They're going to put all 4. I think they're going to put all 4. Let's see what happens here. Right here. 1, 2. There we go. All 4.
Ooh, the balls hit each other. Oh, late throw there. It got Kate. A good job by Kate to stay alive there for as long as she could. But she needed to make more plays to actually get a number.
There we go. That's Ryan Morris, a.k.a. Kara Sedgwick, the closer. You'll see him later as he plays on Crisis.
And you can see Mood here talking, trying to figure it out, get a better strategy. We'll see if they can make a little bit of a change. I bet you they will.
All right. Look for Brianna London to get a lot of the throws. That's going to be my prediction. Brianna London over in the far right. Best curve in the game right now. And there we go. There's Brianna London. What'd I say? And down goes World War Z. There's a counter. There's another counter right there.
2 counters straight ahead by Brianna and Karina.
2 kills by Brianna. 2 kills by Brianna. And now we're down to 4-3. Here's a double shot over there.
Nice dodge there by Karina.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to take Karina out.
I would.
Yeah, definitely. Karina Arias.
Watch them here. Ooh, nice cross-court throw there by Erica Schmidt. You can see Erica waited a second to let Paige react to the first ball coming at her, and she got it while she was in the air. Karina Arias going to be the first target there in the corner.
Now, when we're talking about throwing here, is it better to throw together?
Absolutely, especially when you have 4 balls.
Yeah, that's what the women do better than the men. I tend to notice the men, they'll throw the ball, and then they'll stop and just admire their shot. Oh, down goes Ashley Cook.
They threw 3 at her, which I think is totally worth it if you can get that shot off.
Yeah,
she's a great catcher and a great thrower, so she would be the target.
Yes. Agreed, but the best catcher out there is Leek.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. And there's Leek right there in the corner. Leek did amazing at the WeHo Championships out in Vegas.
Great out there by
last
Angelique.
year.
Smart out.
Okay, here we go.
I wonder if they're going to throw at her. They have plenty of time.
1 minute and 20 seconds. I don't think Leek's going to go for anything crazy. She's going to be smart. There we go. See, she's very smart. She's not just going for any ball. Oh, amazing curve by Leek. What are we watching right here? There's another curve. Nice jump. Nice jump by Kate. I think the only way you're going to get Kate out is a pump fake. She's got massive body control. There's a foot shot right there. Nice block. This is unreal. This is unreal. This is unreal.
Holy moly. Angelique just took them all down.
Angelique Garospi, unreal.
That's it. Oh my goodness gracious.
Unbelievable. Angelique Garospi.
Wow.
1 minute, 20 seconds left. They were down.
I'm in shock because I just realized that Vendetta literally just took the game.
Oh my gosh.
3-1 over Mood.
Unbelievable. Angelique Garospi. Remember that name. Took them out. 3 left on the clock. 3 people left. 120 left on the clock. I was getting there.
Goodness gracious.
120 left on the clock. 3 of their all-stars left. And Leek does what she does best. She handles pressure.
She took out 4 of them.
Catch.
Karina was left. Brianna was left. Kate was left. And Erica was left.
Unreal.
And Angelique took them all out with her arm, which doesn't happen a lot because Angelique catches everything.
That was unbelievable.
Wow. What a great job by Vendetta to close that out. Well, by Angelique at this point to close that game out.
You did it.
every
You did
player.
It. Oh my gosh,
Great
so how are you
match.
feeling right now?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. After coming out here, you know, the last 2 years I'm playing with the guys, it's phenomenal to see all of this talent and then to even come out on top with the team. First time playing together. Couldn't ask for anything else.
So a thing I'm not sure that the people at home know is that you were going to bring this team, regardless of the open division, and compete against everybody, because she's famously known for being one of the only women who's played in the open division. But here you are with the women's division, our first ever women's division champ. Again, like, this must be amazing. How did the team come together? Was there any moment where you were stressing out? Was there any moment where you weren't sure what was going to happen, or you were on it?
You know, yesterday was the scariest moment when we were down 0-2 against Loft. But I told the girls right after we lost that second game, and it's best of 5, I told them, you know, if you want it, you got to show it. It's not getting handed to us. So that's the mindset we kept all weekend.
All right, well, congratulations to our very first ever UDC Championships. Vendetta, Ashley Cook, go get with your team.
All right, we have Vendetta there. I was in shock. I didn't have the game numbers in my head.
I know, we were so watching
like,
League, we just didn't even think about it.
Yeah, wow.
Angelique Grosby, the Quiet Storm. Remember that, I'm gonna say it again. Angelique Grosby, the Quiet Storm. Calm, composed, and this is what's great, you know, she's not the biggest in stature, and you don't really need to be. You can be any size you want. It's all about what's in here and what's in here. You know, it's just heart. It's just heart, man.
Yeah, very
All
good
heart.
job to Vendetta, Angelique, amazing. Great job by Mood too. But, you know, Vendetta just came out ready for it today. I think they had more fire today than Mood.
Definitely.
So we're going to get started here with the men's, I believe, pretty soon. Voice in my head,
I think now.
please tell me.
I think
it's,
yeah, we're ready to
I
rock.
think the guys are jumping on the court to get ready. So we're going to do a little intro for the men.
And then we're going to pass the mic off, the proverbial verbal baton, to a couple of awesome commentators. They're going to go ahead and do the commentating on the quarterfinals, the next 4 matches. And then we'll be back, rain or sleet or snow, just like the postal office, for the semis and the finals, where the men can win $50,000.
All right, here we go with the intro for the men.
All right.
We love everything about dodgeball, from pace of the game, the height. You really never know what to expect out of a certain team. You never know what to expect out of a certain player. It's just so like, what if?
I think all of us collectively feel better than ever. This team feels, there's something magical about this team.
Our team has been so successful because we play together, we know the game, we dissect it, we know our strengths, and we play to that. I mean, it's experience.
Every team plays different. At the end of the day, it's a chess match. You got to be patient, and you just got to be super aware, you know, be a ninja out there. People are like, oh, it's the kids' game you played. But when you got a ball coming 60 miles an hour at you, that's not a kids' game anymore.
In the top 8, we've never made it to the semifinals. So it's like, yeah, sure, we made it to the top 8. We've almost done that every single year. Now we need to take it one step further.
So the main thing for us is just making sure that we have our strategies down and we don't make mental mistakes. It's all about studying what teams we're going to be playing and making sure that we know exactly what each of our roles are for that game.
So this is our 3rd year and this is our first top 8. So if you're a new team, you've got to work together, you've got to communicate, and obviously you got to watch teams that have been there and communicate and play well together.
Besides practicing every single week, we practice a lot with our good friends in Doom. So we have a lot of good competition to practice against. You know, a 5-time champion team to play against is probably one of the best things you can do.
The biggest thing is the mental aspect of it. When people see that there's money on the line and there's cameras everywhere, if we go out nervous or tight, then anybody out there can beat us. I mean, we're a superstitious team. Vince does this handshake thing, which is probably my favorite ritual. He stands in front of the team before we go, and he individually goes on the line and high fives us all just to kind of get us focused.
Yes, we definitely have a very aggressive play style. We like to get out, go fast, and get ahead of the game.
We're the most unfamiliar team here, and we're going to ride that dark horse because these people don't have footage on us, but we spend a lot of time focusing these teams that have, set the standard, that have taught us the way.
We're trying to finish better than we finished on the first one. We went home, studied it. That's why I feel like this top 8 this year is going to be different. I just try to get ready for it.
Hello and welcome to the 2018 UDC, the Ultimate Dodgeball Championship. We're here in Sky Zone, Orland Park, Illinois. Sorry. I'm Bill Fisher.
I'm Lucas Boyle, and we are pleased to be here. We're on the final day of the UDC tournament. We just witnessed a thrilling championship match in the first ever women's division. We saw Vendetta take it 3-1, led by the heroics of Angelique Gorospe. Let's show some of the women's stats from this tournament. This was our first time collecting stats, and so we're looking here at kills per game. Bill, let's talk about some of these throwers.
We have Rolina Thomason from Vendetta. Vendetta takes the top 2 along with Ashley Cook, their captain. You could see it out there, the pressure that they apply and the throws that they're making their shots. They played amazing. We also have Savannah Burton of Wildlings, 1 1/3 kills per game. That's, basically all of these players are getting at least 1 or 2 players off of the court each and every single time.
Yeah, this is a huge impact. You can see there, in Rolina especially, look at her at the top of that list. She has almost double the impact of the number 10 player in the entire division. So she is super effective when it comes to throwing when she's in there.
And it's such a big momentum game here. A 5 versus 4 is a lot different than a 5v5. This is a 3-minute game, and once you're behind, you have to work back to just get a tie to try to go for that showdown. So 1 out is major here.
And talking about the women's division, this is the first ever women's division at the UDC. A lot of these teams are all-star teams. They're made up of the best players around the country. Some of them feature multiple regions. They're kind of dream teams. And so going into the knockout round, we had 5 teams tied for second place. And it was anyone's game when it came to the tournament. However, Vendetta was number 1 after the round robin, and they sealed the deal. They did the trick. So Vendetta is, they've crowned themselves the first champions of the women's division, and they got to be feeling good right now.
Right? And especially looking at the stats, Ashley Cook and Rolina, but together they have, 2.5, 3 kills per game? Right there, seeing those 2 at the top really shows just how strong of a team that was.
Yeah, they have a powerhouse, and I think just off the list, another Vendetta player was Tanya Kaiser. I want to give a shout out to Loft. I loved the way Loft played this weekend. They've got 3 players on this top list. They had so much firepower, but the women's division in general was so awesome. Every single match in the bracket was tight, and we look forward to seeing more going forward.
They were some of the most exciting matches of this entire event, nail biters, fist clenchers.
Both of the semifinals are going to go down as some of the 2 most memorable moments for me this week. We're gonna jump over to catches per game now in the women's division.
And a catch is big. Just to really emphasize, a catch isn't just 1 player comes in. It's the same player that threw it is out. That's a 2-player swing, and once again, a momentum game. We saw it a lot during this entire event. It's big. It's a big deal to get a catch.
Yeah, you notice again at the top of the leaderboard is Paige Peterson, who is known for her aggression and offensive skills usually, but she's leading the entire division in catches with .58, almost half a catch a game. Games are best of 5 in the tournament, so she's reeling in a couple catches each match. That's a huge thing at the end of the day. If your team can get a catch in a game, that swings momentum. It's shifting the balance of the match. Catches are huge. So let's look at this list here.
I think another really big point, quick, just on Paige, is that Paige wasn't even one of the top 2 throwers. 3 out of their 5 players top these 2 stats lists. They have a diverse, list of skills available to them.
And you know what it says to me? It says to me that this team of all-star players featuring the best women Dodgers from around the country, Paige filled a role. She said, maybe I'm not needed in the way that I am typically. I'm going to become a catcher. I'm going to dominate in other ways. I'm going to contribute to wins in other ways without a ball in my hands. She had a couple huge drop catches in the semifinal yesterday. Let's go down the list a little bit. We've got Lauren Hoffman from Loft as number 2, Tiffany Paget from Heir to the Throne, Azalea Donche from Mood, Nina Fiore from Heir to the Throne, Samantha Greco from Loft, Lauren Dwyer from Wildlings, Crystal Briones from Heir to the Throne, Brenda Kramer from Loft, and to round out the top 10, we have Karina Arias from Mood.
Once again, Loft just all over these, right? 3 players in the top 10 again. Like, that was a tough team.
Yeah, Loft was awesome. They were fast, they threw hard, they've got tons of catching. I think it says a lot about this women's division that a team like Loft didn't even make it to the championship, and you know, that's just how competitive it is.
Every little bit matters here, every little thing.
All right. Well, Bill, that's it for the women's division. We're here on the final day of a 4-day UDC tournament. We call this the Elite 8. We've got 8 teams left. Let's talk about our first matchup. We've got Crisis versus Brick Squad coming up.
Crisis was the #1 seed, right? They went 6-0. They only dropped a single game. Okay, they only lost a single game in the entire event leading up to this point, except in the bracket where they went 3-2 against Ducks. And that was even a nail biter. The final game going down to Andrew Ketchum to really like pull his team into this top 8. And you saw the excitement from him and his team when they did that. Like, that was a big moment.
Oh man, yeah. The higher seeds, the teams with buys, were struggling yesterday. Everyone who had a first round bye found themselves down in their match. We had Crisis down 0-2 in their first match. Doom was down 0-1. Awesome got knocked out. I think the only team that really breezed through was Aftershock. Let's talk a little bit about Brick Squad. Brick Squad was the 8th seed after the round robin. They were 4-2. They kind of struggled in day 1, but I think they picked up a win in day 2, so they boosted their seed there. Brick Squad also had an incredible finish. Both of these teams had incredible finishes yesterday. Brick Squad, it was a 3-3 situation in game 5. The clock was winding down. We were within 10 seconds. Either team who would get an out is going to win the game. The player from Inferno countered the Brick Squad player at the center line. If that ball hits, it's a win. It's stuck in between the legs of the Brick Squad player, thus giving them the win.
That was like a magic trick. The way as a player I saw it was from that side of the entrance, and he turned toward, like, away from it and came out with the ball in his hands, like, held up high, like, I made that catch. It was magic.
It was one of those plays that was so intense that even the team that won looked stressed out. The team that lost was heartbroken. It was beautiful. It was why we love this game. But speaking of last-minute heroics, Crisis themselves had a super finish in their last bracket match. Andrew Ketchum found himself down to the last player in Game 5 against Ducks, and it was 1v3, and Ketchum brought it back. He was down 1-3. They gave him balls. Usually in that situation, you're playing defensively, you're looking for a catch. That's what separates Andrew Ketchum from most players. He lit up the opponents, fired, never stopped throwing. When he got down to a 1v1, he made some crucial blocks. And
but you know what? I think it's also just the no-sting balls. As such a big catcher in Rubber 8.5, these no-sting balls, they move and they shift. And you know what? He gave Ducks the respect they deserve. These guys are UDC players. Like, they play at Sky Zone. So those balls move. I think he knew the situation, that a catch there was going to be a lot harder than it is at, you know, instead of like an 8.5 lead.
This is going to be a good one. Let's see who we got coming up. All right, we've got Crisis here. It's an all-star team. This is kind of the first time we've seen Crisis on a national stage. And we got Brick Squad here, based out of Atlanta. We got the Wheeler brothers. We've got a couple guys from Boston. Brandon Kelly.
That guy second from the left, that guy can catch. Oh my God, can he catch?
Oh yeah, don't go in there, people. He's like a garbage disposal. What you put in is not coming out.
It just sticks.
You know, One thing I want to mention about this matchup is it features two of our strongest offensive players. Both Andrew Ketchum and Sean Robert Wheeler are top of our kills list. They both have 33 kills. What sets them apart in this matchup is Ketchum has company. Brody Johnson has also got 25 kills, and Mike McGee has 12. Sean Wheeler's best bud is David Bridges, and he's got 19 kills. So David's got to step up and carry the load and kind of take the burden off of Sean.
Just to go back to Crisis for a second, like, Mike McGee only having 12 kills says something. That guy has a cannon for an arm, and he recognizes, I'm giving the ball to Ketchum, letting Ketchum produce. Brody's on the other corner, pushing them back, putting pressure. You see Brody every single time that team's coming up, he's putting pressure, he's pushing it back. So Mike McGee being third on that list of standings says a lot about the depth of this team. It is a solid team.
Yeah, I think you can kind of look at what Paige did for Vendetta. You can see a similar thing happening with Mikey, where Mikey is recognizing the abilities of his teammates and he's filling in where he's needed. Most of these players playing in this game are primary players on usual teams, but these teams are so stacked that people are having to do things that they're not typically used to or that they don't have to do often. So we're getting to see a different side of everyone.
And so we have Brick Squad in the green jerseys here, just to call it out. That's Brick Squad. The other team is going to be Crisis. Getting that huddle together, getting on the same page. It's so important to be on the same page going into a match. If you're not, like, reaffirm those responsibilities. No one's job on a court is to do everything. There are assigned roles. You have a job to do. And if you're not doing that job, you're forcing your teammates around you to pick up the slack. And so it is so important to come into this with a clear head and a clear focus as to what you're responsible for. Wouldn't you say, Lucas?
Yeah, these guys are experienced trampoline players. I was talking to Captain Sean Wheeler earlier this weekend, and he was telling me that they've been to the last 7 UDC tournaments. So these guys are seasoned. Let's look over here at Crisis. We've got an all-star team here. We got Tad DeLugo, Mike McGee, Brody Johnson, Ryan Morris, and Andrew Ketchum. These guys seem to be the hottest new team in Dodgeball. And a win here today is really going to solidify that. So it's going to take that potential and it's going to actualize it.
Looks like we're going to start game 1 now. Crisis versus Brick Squad.
Bill, for the folks at home, anything you want to tell them about the personnel on Crisis? Like, what can they expect from the 2 corners here?
You're going to see a lot of focus on Ketchum. Once again, Ketchum is that big arm. He's resilient. He's a big guy, but he can move on these trampolines and get small. It's amazing how compact they can get. Look at him now. He's compact.
Of the big teams, I think Crisis had the biggest scare in the knockout. They were down 0-2 against Ducks. Sometimes a scary win like that really kind of helps you regain your focus. I'm looking for Crisis to be determined and to make an early push and to try to finish this thing quick. A couple things also we noticed about Crisis this weekend is that more than most teams, they're willing to counter early. After they've been attacked and the opponent is vulnerable, Ketchum and Brody have been throwing almost from the back line. Sometimes they both throw. It can expose them a little bit, but it's been working so far. They're still undefeated.
I talked to Tad DeLugo earlier in this event, and he was saying that in the knockout was the only time when they were playing the Ducks that he did not get that center ball to start off with.
Okay, Brick Squad's got the ball control here. Let's see what they can do.
Good dodging so far.
The right side for Brick Squad with the white headbound is Sean Wheeler. He is tied for the most kills in the tournament with Andrew Ketchum, who's on the left side of the screen here in the white. Great dodge from the corner here.
It's amazing just how fast the reaction time is here.
All right, Brody takes out Chris Wheeler with a strong throw.
And both corners are out. Your corners are your solid players, the ones that are meant
Ketchum
to
is
keep you in
heating
this
up.
game.
Ketchum just took out 3 players. When he's feeling it, he's going to throw at you regardless if you have a blocker. He's got a lot of movement on that throw, a lot of heat.
And this is the last player in. They've already got him down to 1.
Brandon Kelly is going to try to expose himself and then draw a solo throw. He did just that, but Brody is lethal. Brody doesn't mess around. He's got one of the most unorthodox throws in the game, but it is so effective, it's so dangerous, it's so deceptive.
That ball comes from such a weird angle. It comes from behind his head. You have very little time to like tell where that ball is going and react off of it.
Okay, Crisis got the early lead. They did what they wanted. Let's see if Brick Squad can respond here. Dig in.
And Tad DeLugo, once again, getting that center ball, letting them start off with offense, keeping Brick Squad on that back line.
I expect them to get Mikey involved here. He didn't throw much last game. And Mikey takes the first shot. Brick Squad is going to get ball control. Chris Wheeler starts it off with a good hit on Ryan Morris.
And you get Ryan. Already changing up from last game. Big block by Andrew Ketchum.
And Ketchum's blocks have been just awesome. We went back and watched that final stand against Ducks, and his blocks were super clean. They were against really strong throws. And there he goes again. He takes out the corner for Brick Squad.
So just to state like the rule there, what happened, he knocked out the blocking ball. If you drop your blocking ball, you're out. You have to maintain possession of that. You can't just, let it drop. You have to hold on to it. And when a ball's coming as fast as Andrew Ketchum can throw, like 70, 80 miles an hour, it's not easy, especially from 20, 25 feet?
Yeah. Big throw there from Brick Squad. They've actually got a player lead here, which is nice. You just need to whittle away the numbers, and then late game you group throw for the win. See there, you see Brody with the early counter from the back line. It can be a low percentage throw, so if you're in a tight spot, it can get you a cheap out, but it might not always work. Okay. Okay, Ketchum countered with the only ball, and the refs say it hit the ground. And Brick Squad takes out Ketchum with a huge group throw. It's down to Tad DeLugo. He's the only one left. I think it looks like he's got 3 balls on the court. He is thinking catch here. He wants to break up the group throw, and he's going to focus on 1 ball and make a catch.
He gave him 4. They can all throw right now.
Oh! Sean Wheeler got the early throw in there. Tad focused on it, but it was too fast. It was a little outside. Sean did a great job. When you're the early throw on a group throw, you want to kind of open up their technique and let your teammates get in there and do the damage. Big win for Brick Squad. We're tied 1-1. Let's see if Crisis can adjust here.
Like we said, Crisis only lost a single game through round robin. So the fact that they've taken 1 here, it says something about how good this team is. All right. Tad DeLugo again, starting off the offense, and Brody taking that quick shot. Mike McGee putting the pressure back, and Brody
Sean
going down.
Wheeler takes Brody out. If you're a corner and you're matched up one-on-one against the balls of the opponent, if you throw, you better expect the return throw. It's coming at you. Usually those balls are in the hands of the best throwers. They're looking for any reason to throw.
Brick Squad once again has the player advantage. Trading, Wheeler took the shot on Mike McGee and got it. That's big.
Okay.
Another big solid arm.
Bill, that strategy-wise, that's the way to go. You want to get an early lead, and then you can just start trading, and you're going to stay on top.
Especially now, once they get 1 more out and they have 3 balls, every throw here now is 1 less ball when they have minimum burden that they need to, they have less players to throw with, right? So now 1 player has to double up, there's less players to focus on, and catches are even easier.
All right, Ketchum here on the left side of your screen in white, number 8. He's just feeling so confident right now. I'm seeing him walk up to the center line, make throws, dodge, look for catch attempts. This guy is just, as they say in basketball, the hoop is looking big to him right now. And he's just throwing against blockers. His throw is so powerful, it has so much movement. Blocking is not as much of an advantage as it is against most throws. But let's see what happens here.
You've already seen him knock out 1 blocker ball. Big shot, and that's their catcher.
And look at that throw. He threw from a good 5 feet back from the middle line, which allows him to be safe. It doesn't expose him, but his throw is hard enough and fast enough that he can take out a great catcher like Brandon Kelly.
They only need 1. Oh, no, they're tied up on players now. They've brought themselves back in. It was 5-3. They got the momentum back.
Brick Squad has not been able to capitalize. Let's see if Sean Wheeler throws. He's their big arm. He's tied with the league leaders in kills. Yes.
Take a shot on Tad. It's always easier to throw on a player without a ball than a guy with a ball. Just having that blocker ball just makes you that much more resilient.
Yeah, the only downside is that when you throw against a player without a ball, you risk throwing a catch. So if you're feeling lucky, you might go for the player without a ball. If you're feeling risk averse, you might throw at the guy with the ball. And great group throw from Andy and Chris, and they take out Ketchum. Crisis is down to 2 players. We've got Ryan, who's one of the best blockers, best corners in all of Dodgeball, and we've got Tad DeLugo, who is as scrappy as they come. And they get
Ryan.
Brick Squad gets a great group throw. They take out Ryan. It's just down to Tad again. Remember, it's tied 1-1. We're in the quarterfinals at UDC 2018. What's Tad DeLugo thinking about here, Bill?
Oh, he's got to take 2 big outs, and he's got to stay safe at the same time. Ooh, did he trade there?
Yes,
Oh.
it looks like a trade. When you're up on players and it's down to 1 final player, you can take a risky shot because if you trade, you win that match. And Brick Squad's got a 2-1 lead. They've really rallied after going down 0-1.
There haven't been a lot of upsets in the bracket coming through, but this may be the first. I mean, expect to see Crisis really dig in now.
Yeah, I think for Crisis, their middles need to survive the early attack. Brick Squad has been able to whittle them down. So those middles need to dodge big or sell out for a catch. They need to survive. The corners are doing all right.
I think the big turning point that last game, Tad throwing that 4th ball away, that gave him a safe double, and that's what got Ketchum out.
Mike McGee takes out his elite Dodgeball teammate, Brandon Kelly. They both play on Anarchy together, a team based out of Boston. Mike is one of the best throwers in all of Dodgeball. He's been really quiet in this match, so he's already thrown twice here. He's not ready to go home without at least giving it his best shot. Let's see what they do.
This team knows what they're going to go up and do. They don't even have to talk, it looks like.
I think Crisis is a little tight here. They're not.
They have the momentum now, right?
They're on their last legs.
Ooh, is that a double?
It looks like 1.
Okay. Ooh, that would have been big.
It looked to me like it was off the back tramp.
So once again, for the viewers at home, if you get hit and then it hits your teammate before it hits the trampoline or a sidewall or anything else, that's a double out. 1 ball can get out multiple players.
Okay, Brick Squad has 1 ball. Crisis has 4. They take 2 solos. They miss on both. That's when accuracy really comes in. You want to be efficient with your offensive possessions. Great dodge from Ryan Morris. Brody takes a deep counter, but then he gets countered by Brick Squad. Brody's out. Looks like Chris Wheeler is also out. What do we got left here? It looks like 3 on 3. Ooh, good cross. That was really close. I didn't think it was a hit myself, but
I think he got the blocker there.
The refs are on it. We've got 8 refs in this game.
These refs have been amazing.
Great block from Ryan. Ryan has played trampoline for years, and he's almost impossible to get by with a solo throw if he's got a blocking ball.
He's not even their starting corner, and he is an amazing corner. Like, once again, we want to talk about depth with Crisis.
Ooh, dangerous. You do not want to throw at Tad when he is set up for a catch, but Andy made it work.
This is Tad's game. No sting is Tad's game, and that was a dangerous place.
Okay, things are getting tight. Crisis, this is their last game. They lose this, they're out. It's down to just Ketchum and Ryan Morris. Brick Squad?
There's about 50 seconds left in this game.
Let's see if Brick Squad can finish this off.
They have about 45 seconds to finish this off.
Sean Wheeler knows the situation. He can trade there, so he gets really aggressive. He goes for Ryan anyways, and he doesn't even get out. All right, time is running out. We've got 30 seconds left. Brick Squad's got 3 balls. Oh, Ketchum survives the double team. Very elusive for a big guy. He's got to be 6'5".
20 seconds to get 2
at
outs
least.
or 1 catch.
He needs 2 outs or a catch. He's got 1 out. He needs another ball. 13 seconds.
He's got to make it count.
He needs an out. He has to hit an out here. It's over if he doesn't get an out. Andy did it.
He got
Andy
hit.
with the counter. Ketchum called himself out. Great integrity there. It's awesome to see that. Huge win for Brick Squad. What a game, Bill.
Oh my God, Brick Squad takes it over the #1 seed Crisis.
Wow, Brick Squad went down 0-1 in this match and came back and won 3 straight. Nothing flashy, good teamwork, good execution. They targeted open players. Oh, that was incredible. We have just seen the #1 team go down.
So just to talk about the qualifier before this, Crisis came from the Torrance qualifier, which has literally 3 teams in the top 8 from it. We had Crisis, we had Doom, and we had Tuda all at that Torrance qualifier, and Crisis took first there. So we're going to go to an interview now down on the court. Let's see what he has to say. That game.
That was incredible.
Oh my.
That was awesome.
Brick Squad, you guys just took out Crisis, which was the number 1 seed, and you guys just came. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So in the first game, they kind of, no shade, plowed through you guys. They just took you guys. Do you have any strategy changes or anything in between that first and those last matches?
Well, Ketchum started getting on fire. We wanted Dave to try to hold Ketchum farther away, and David tried to trade with him. And once that happened, Ketchum hit David. Then he got 4 balls, and he just, when they have nobody trying to impede them to throw, they have great throws. All of them do.
Now, did you guys actually sit and strategize between matches, or did you just kind of not get on it until the second game?
We did strategize between each game. Yeah, for sure.
So now, speaking of strategy, next you play either Aftershock or Doom. How is your strategy going into the next match going to play out?
We know both of the teams really well. We know Aftershock from Elite. They're on the East Coast as well as we are, so we've played them quite a few times and watched them play a lot. Doom, they're the best team in the game. There's so much film on them. You know exactly what they're going to do. You just have to do what they do better.
That is amazing. Well, congratulations. Go get ready for your next match.
Thank you, Jake.
All right, guys, back to you guys. How much time?
All right, Bill, we are back here. We just saw an incredible match between Crisis, the number 1 team in the tournament, against Brick Squad. That was awesome. What did you think?
Crisis played so well this entire event, and that game just didn't go the way they wanted to, whatsoever. There were some big counters, a little bit, loose on some of their counters there that gave them that easy double team because they had 4 balls and they could throw 2 and they would just have to throw 1 in turn.
When I'm thinking about that match, I didn't really see that many big mistakes from Crisis. There was maybe a couple plays where Brody and Ketchum countered, left themselves a little exposed. They had 1 ball. But I thought they played a solid game.
Oh, absolutely.
They play loose. That's how they win games. That's how they crush teams. But Brick Squad just executed. They went after players without balls, and they got through that without throwing catches.
That and just the dodging from Brick Squad. Ketchum was throwing on the corner, and he was dodging everything. He was making such great reactions and just staying alive. And that's what's so important, especially in a game like this where you have 3 minutes to take a team out. Staying alive is big. That momentum is huge.
You know what I loved there was the captain, Sean Wheeler, is leading the division in kills. He's tied with Andrew Ketchum. And I was expecting to see him kind of be a primary option on offense. He kind of just played it coy. He played it slow. He picked his spots. He threw very rarely in the offensive set. They threw mostly from their middles while he held down the corner. But in the late game, Sean stepped up for trades. And a lot of times he was decisive when he acted, and the opponent didn't even get the trade.
Yeah, especially one big call out. He hit Mike McGee, and the Brody went and tried to counter him, and he stayed alive. So he not only got the counter, but dodged the coming ball at him, and he just lived. That's big.
Yeah, I mean, the best of 5 nature single elimination tournament is just brutal. You have a team like Crisis who's really dominated the field thus far, and they're going home after the first game on the final 8. That is rough. I will say that we are excited about the future of this sport, and Crisis is going to be a part of that. They have so much youth, so much talent, so much potential. But today belongs to Brick Squad. That was awesome. Wow.
This is a way to start off this division. That was a great game.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the stats on the men's side. We looked at the women's side stats. We spent all weekend calculating stats, and now we've got some juicy numbers to look at. Let's start with. Looks like we're on catches per game. Let's talk to me about some of the leaders here, Bill.
We have Justin Pyan. He can do it all. He can throw, he can catch, and to see him not only be able to do it all, but do it all at the top. Justin Pyan, 0.4 catches a game.
Per game. That's insane. Last match, I don't think we saw a single catch.
No.
Yeah, so catches are rare. If Pyan was in that game that went 4 games, he would have had 2 catches on his own.
Yeah, on average, 2 catches from that. That's nuts. That's nuts.
All right, I like the representation here from ABC. ABC had they have one of the top throwers in the men's. They've got 2 of the top 3 catchers who are, tied for the lead in the entire division.
I mean, it's part of their name, right? Always be catching, isn't that the abbreviation? So they lived up to it.
Yeah, let's go down the list here. Number 4, we've got Matt Levine from Hazard. We've got DeMonte Cleveland from MetaHumans.
He's so good. DeMonte, I look forward to playing him again. He is so good.
We've got Anthony Enrochi from Chicago Kaiju, the hometown team. There we go. We've got Brody Johnson from Crisis, who is also, one of the top throwers, but he's showing that as a corner, he can both do damage and protect himself by catching those counters.
We'll finish it off with TC Bush's Casey Moses. Yeah, if you told me he'd be up there, I wouldn't be surprised. He is known for his catching.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not higher. Casey is lethal as a catcher. Finishing out the list, we've got Colton from the Swolgers, who we're going to see later today. And last but not least, we've got Ryan McLaughlin from Inferno, who came all the way from Australia to be here.
Really?
Yeah, he's an Australian national team player. He plays foam, so he's used to extremely fast dodgeball. And looks like he did just fine in the catching department this weekend with the no-sting balls. Okay, we are about to start the To The versus Kill the Comp. We're going to give you a little overview. To The was tied for first place with Crisis. They were 7-0 in matches. They only dropped 1 game all weekend. They were 11-1 in games, and they're going up against Kill the Comp. Kill the Comp was 4-2. They were the 7th seed. They beat Bedlam, and they also beat TC Bush on their way to the Elite 8. Kill the Comp does not play Elite Dodgeball currently, and so they're kind of one of the underdogs left in this field of 8. To The is made up of a lot of dodgeballers who play Elite Dodgeball under the name of To The, as well as Saucy is their co-ed team name.
And I got to play Kill the Comp, and they're an aggressive team. They know how to use these trampolines. They are fluent on this trampoline, but just as much To The, they didn't start at Elite. They started, here. They are a Sky Zone team.
Those guys are young. They've been on trampolines for most of their young adult life, and it shows. They are first right now, and they're the top seed left.
Let's go to those team intros. Let's see who is on them.
All right, we've got Kill the Comp here. These guys they've got style, they've got energy. They're one of the most athletic teams out there. They're loud and proud, and they can beat anybody at any time. All right, To The. These guys are confident and smooth. They just had this poise all weekend, and they are looking strong.
You got to tell them to watch out for those platforms.
All right, a couple players I want to highlight. On To The, Daniel Ariano was their leader in kills with 24. He averaged 1.86 kills a game, so look for him to get off. He is a lefty. He plays the corner. His throw is one of the most fluid throws in all of the game.
He's one of your favorite players on that team.
I drafted Daniel on my fantasy team early this week, and I can't wait to see him unleashed. Another player on To The that I want to talk about is Trevion, their other corner, the opposite. He's got 21 kills right behind his teammate. He's averaging 1.61 kills per game. So also extremely productive. Both of these players played for Team Black once before, and at some point joined up with the boys on To The. And
so I got to talk to Micah just before here. And I asked him what do you want everyone to know about your team and what it's going to take to get through this? He said, first of all, they are great friends. They're not only a great team, but there's a lot of chemistry between all of them. It's something he really emphasized, that they are very good friends. They absolutely love trampoline dodgeball. Like I was saying before, this is their home turf. The solid court isn't, their home turf. That's their second place. This is where they feel at home.
I am super excited. To The has the ability to get high energy. Kill the Comp is always high energy. So I'm interested to see if Kill the Comp can kind of bring To The out of their kind of autopilot that they've been in this tournament so far, and if that changes anything or rattles them at all. Another player I want to point out on To The is Xander Simos. He's usually going for that middle ball on the rush. He is extremely good at frontline counterattacking and dropping backwards into the tramp for catches. I saw him make a couple huge catches yesterday in their match against Toon Squad that they swept 3-0.
Yeah, this is a team that likes to play hard, that likes to play fast. They are all about the speed. And I think with these two teams going at it and both of them kind of having that same mentality of like go, 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 this is going to be an interesting one to watch. These teams are both really fluid on trampolines. So I think this is going to be, you know, one of like the cream of the crop matches you're going to see today in terms of like what is possible with these trampolines.
I think if we have time here, it'd be nice to see throwing stats. We've got a couple of the league leaders participating in this match. Here we go. We're taking a look at the stats. So these are the leaders in the entire tournament using knockout and round robin results, and these are kills per game. Look at that.
Crisis Break Squad.
Led by Crisis. Andrew Ketchum was averaging 2.54 kills per game. We're gonna go back to those stats in a minute, but let's cut down to the court. We've got a game about to start.
We've got To The in the red jerseys. We've got Kill the Comp in the bright green. Ooh. They do this every game. They get on the same page.
Yes, let's get in that
important.
huddle. I want to know what these guys are all about. These guys are awesome.
What goes on in there?
They're looking for a signature win here.
There's a lot of high energy on this team, but in that huddle, they're focused. You can see right now they're looking to like reaffirm that mental game. You can see it. Like the energy comes out on the court, but this is a team that knows their stuff. They're getting on the same page right now, and that's big.
I love this. I love this. You know, now that Crisis went down, I think these top seeds are realizing that nothing is granted. You have to earn it here in the top Elite 8. All of the teams here are quality. All of the teams are good.
You don't make it to the Elite 8 without, you know, fulfilling the name of Elite. These guys are all amazing teams.
So To The, even though they're the first seed, they need that feather in their cap. They're looking for that first huge championship under their belt. They've had a lot of success in the last year. A UDC championship would be the crown jewel.
To The is a team that practices a ton with Doom, the 5-time champion. They're going to have a ton of experience coming into this. Let's see what they can do on both sides.
All right, Alan gets the ball in the rush, hands it off to Xander. Let's see who To The uses first. Xander takes a great shot, takes out Kill the Comp player.
That guy, when we played against him as Bedlam, he was dodging everything. He was a hard out, and to start off with that, that's a big one. That's a very big out. Xander with a big chest shot.
Wow, that's a lot of confidence going against a player right to the catching pocket, right to the chest. But Xander is obviously feeling confident right now. Let's see if they go back to him. Yes, Xander for 3 straight throws.
What's big there as well is those shots were getting the rebounds to them, keeping them on offense. They got to take the shot, and it was coming right back to them. They got to take that second shot again.
All right, To The has 4 balls. They're happy to solo, but they still need to give up the second ball. So Mick has to throw a late one. You almost want to have that delay a little closer to the first throw, or just do a group throw. Ooh, great dodge from Trevion. Nice hit there from Kill the Comp. Takes out Daniel, my boy.
I didn't even think that hit him. That's integrity right there.
Great honesty. It nicked him on the forearm after he blocked it. Trevion with a risky throw there. They've got a ball on their side of the court that they can't get, and so the burden is still going to count against them, even though they can't reach it.
Yep.
Remember, when you have 3 or more balls, you have 10 seconds to relinquish the ball majority. And look at this, To The has 5 balls here. That looked like sidewall on the second one. Xander took, they had a group.
They're calling him out.
Oh, okay. That's tough, that's tough.
So what happens, you give up 5 balls. they can just really go at you. Ooh. Okay, he's got to play it safe here. He's got to just pick him off. They've got about a minute left, and he's got to do some work. This is what Kill the Comp is really good at, is using those trampolines. They'll take those double moves where they'll jump up onto the back wall and take a second move off of it. It shows just how good they are with this court.
Ooh, Tutha wanted an out there. Kill the Comp not going out.
Ooh, forces the move and can't capitalize
Something
on it.
to note, Kill the Comp has a ball on their side near the mid-line that they can't access. That's going to count against them when the burden is on their side. Oh, Trevion, hang on to that blast ball, Trevion.
He was at that point where he had to force something to happen. You want to overexpose yourself, hopefully get like a big miss and be able to take that counter shot. Because at that point, these teams are going to play it safe. They're going to, try to skim you. They're not going to be throwing catches.
And the refs called him out on that one. If it's definitive, the refs are going to call you out in this game of dodgeball. You got to call yourself out. We saw Daniel calling himself out on a graze that no one would have seen. Both teams need to be doing that in this match here.
This is such an intense game, and the fact that integrity is so deeply rooted in it is, amazing to me.
Sweet. All right. Daniel starts off with a great throw. He's okay. Kill the Comp needs to get back on the board here. They're trying to whittle away. They're down 0-1, so this is a big game.
Big. Is that a catch?
That's a huge catch.
Ooh.
Xander's luck ran out there. He was playing with fire in that first game with all those solo throws against players without a ball. Daniel with a huge shot. Daniel has enough power to beat pretty much any blocker.
One of the few lefties in this, too, and playing that left corner. It gives him that extra second where the ball is behind you to not know where it's going.
Okay, Kill the Comp's got 4 balls here. Let's see if they group throw. They go for Daniel. Daniel evades it with a nice dodge.
And a big turnaround catch. That's going to bring back Xander.
Huge catch from Allen. Okay, another big shot from Daniel.
Minute and 50 left.
So Tutha's got a player lead, so they're not going to take any risks. We'll just see solo throws until they get ball majority, then they might do a group throw.
Xander getting that ball back again.
Xander's back in the game after throwing a catch.
A lot of pressure coming
Number 6 from
Tutha.
Kill the Comp takes a shot at Mick.
A lot of pressure coming back.
I think that's the first throw we've seen from Trevion on offense. Daniel with the big cross.
Big block.
Trampoline there. Big hit for Kill the Comp there. They take out Trevion.
That corner was a little bit
4-2
more
advantage for Tutha.
Ooh, is that going to be a catch? Ooh.
Whoa there. Big play. Big play. Let's see what the refs call. There was a ball in the air. It might have been a catch, which saves the teammate and takes the thrower out, brings another player back in. And while that was happening, there was another player who countered to we could see as many as 4 players going on and off the court here.
That's nuts. It's a catch. Catching it out.
All right. Okay. What did the refs decide there, Bill?
That it was a catch and an out. So
Okay.
he got the catch and then got hit, and then the ball died.
Okay. This is Kill the Comp's chance. They're only down 2-3. They've got ball control. Ooh. Nice trade there. I like that. Good and honesty by both players. We've got a 2-1 advantage for Tutha.
Got Mick and Xander left. They get the double team.
And a group throw, and the refs call him out. One of the issues is when you don't call yourself out, you force the refs to be a little more aggressive. The refs stepped in there, and they made it happen.
That puts them up 2-0 now, right? Tutha leading this game.
I liked the fight from Kill the Comp. Okay, I liked the fight there from Kill the Comp. They made progress. They got deep in that game. They had some offensive plays. That catch was a big deal. But Daniel's on fire right now, and a huge catch from Allen.
Let's see, can they close it out now? 3-0. To the big shot from the corner. And you'll notice they're going to keep feeding their corners. They want to split that vision. They want to put the pressures on the corner, make them keep watching, keep watching. We'll look out for those counters.
Ooh, big catch from Kill the Comp. You got to be careful when you throw at players without blockers.
Ooh.
Okay, Tuda's got 4 balls here.
There's a reason those players were without blockers.
Look to see a double team on the left side. They threw one and a delayed one. Ah, I feel like that's a missed opportunity, Bill.
Yeah, they could have gotten that out.
Ooh, great throw from the corner on Kill the Comp. Daniel makes a nice block, just enough to get it away from his body.
They're putting the pressure.
Oh, these two corners are working on each other. We see Daniel on Tuda and the captain of Kill the Comp, number 5.
And he gets him.
He did it. He won. He won the corner battle.
That's one of the. He's their high producer, right? That's their kill leader.
You know, one of the big things in competitive dodgeball is you want to get your big guns into the end of the game like a bull in a china cabinet. You want to get them in there.
Another catch.
Ooh!
Xander's second of the game.
Kill the Comp is turning this around.
Down to their last player.
Allen is calling himself out on that graze, on that high throw.
We're not seeing
it's just Trevion. Trevion's got to get a couple kills. He's down to 2 balls. Let's see what the timer looks like. There's a minute 20.
He's got to pick him off now. He's got to live.
All right, nice hit. Out. Great win. Yeah, remember, Kill the Comp did a great job being aggressive there. When you've got the opponent down to 1 player left, you can go for trades. You can just throw. You can just be quick on the draw. That's exactly what Kill the Comp did, and they took out the last 2 players like that. Okay, Tuda is looking to regroup.
Tuda has 7 players on the roster, and they're going to stay with the exact same 5 again. They're confident with this roster. That last game didn't go their way, but they're like, no, this is the team that's going to get us through Kill the Comp.
Kill the Comp's catches is what did it for them there. Let's see if Tuda changes their strategy.
Ooh,
maybe a little less throwing at players without balls, maybe a little more safe, accurate throws. Xander looks to go for that high throw again.
And the corners working on each other once again.
Kill the Comp with a double there. Tuda's got 4 balls.
That mid pressure is so good. It's putting them right on the back wall, letting Tuda take that space.
Oh,
and another catch.
Xander got caught again.
And another catch, the deflection catch. Kill the Comp has taken the catching game.
Wow. This is
an
awesome turnaround for Kill the Comp. They've totally shifted the momentum. That's what catching does.
Not just like the game's momentum, but this series momentum. They're into this head probably. They're going to be a little more scared with their shots. They're going to be throwing a bit wider.
Big hit from number 6 on Kill the Comp. Takes out Trevion with the high heat. Blows right through his blocker.
This game is far from over, though. We've seen a lot of turnarounds.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's the big pickoff.
Good sportsmanship there from Kill the Comp. We saw a double team from Allen and Daniel.
Just one more out and Tuda's back in this.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. They were going for Kill the Comp was going for the trade, but he couldn't get Daniel. He just missed him. The timing was perfect, but he missed him on the throw. So we've got a 2-2 game.
We're just about halfway through this game, too. Ooh, that cross court almost hit. That was big. He got that shot.
This game is fast and loose. Okay, we've got 2-2. Well, let's see, where's the 5th ball? The 5th ball is on Kill the Comp side, so they're going to dump a ball across. Remember, you need to make a valid throw. It needs to be on target, otherwise you get called out. So players are forced to throw at each other here. Ooh, a nice crisscross double team from Kill the Comp. Unfortunately, no hits there, but I really like the creativity there. Tuda's got 4 balls.
And they're going to focus on the player with the ball, not allow him to take that counter shot.
Allen took that extra throw, which is going to leave them with only 1 blocker, which is dangerous. I would keep 2 balls there.
There's about 45 seconds left in this game.
Ooh,
and they get him.
Okay, Kill the Comp with a great cross court. It's just Allen. Oh, it's a trade. We got a 1v1 here. We're going into the final 40 seconds.
Those balls hit in the air, didn't they? That's big.
All right, this could go to sudden death if the time runs out. 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right,
Safe shot,
these players want to play safe. They want to keep their last blocker, and they want to block everything. No going for catches here.
Oh, he's got him on the back foot, and that one ball is up.
If
he can keep the pressure here on him.
Throwing that second ball really exposes you, so you could see Allen controlling himself.
Nope, pointing does nothing.
Oh boy. Okay. Wow, we see a catch there from Allen. Did it happen before the timer? The refs are waving it off. That's more throws than I've seen anywhere in the last 5 seconds of that game. Both players taking shots at each other.
No catch. No catch.
And our head ref there, Jeremy, is saying no catch. We're going into sudden death. Bill, what are the sudden death rules like?
Sudden death rules, they're down to 3 balls when it's one-on-one like this. 1 ball in the center, you don't want to be throwing your balls too early here. It's the same rules. Oh, you cannot block.
No blocking, no blocking. So this is, when you feel it, take a shot.
They both want this middle ball. Out. Tudha does it.
The refs have called him out. The refs called Kill the Comp out on that hit. The fans called it. Allen is pumped. Tudha did it. They are moving on. What a match.
New highest seed.
Wow.
Putting it on to the next the top floor.
Moving through with sudden death.
Oh my God.
I am really proud of both teams there. Kill the Comp was down early. They made a big push to get back into it. They did it with catching. They did it with group throws. Their corner play was strong. They took out Daniel, but Tudha is moving on.
Tudha did that with another game where there were 2 catches to lead it off. That's big. That's so big.
Wow.
They came back from that. They picked it off. They dug in and said, no, we're not out of this yet. And they picked and picked and picked and got that situation that they wanted.
Well, they broke the curse of the first seed. They survived. And looks like we're going down to the court for an interview with the captain of Tudha, the team that just won. Wow, what a game, what a game.
That was so
both
big.
teams, really awesome work. I think showcasing kind of the best of our sport. Really gritty comeback from Kill the Comp, led by all those catches. Xander kind of ran out of luck there in the middle of the match. Okay, let's go down to the court to talk to Mick, the captain of Tudha.
I want to hear from Mick. I want to hear what he has to say.
And they just won their first match of the day. Let's see. That was a little nail-biter in the end. I heard you screaming from the sidelines at your teammate. Captain, do your teammates listen to you?
Oh, absolutely. They better listen to me. I mean, he clearly listened to me. We won that game right there.
So there was a very controversial, well, almost controversial call. The whistle blew. It was a split second before. Did you give any advice? What was going through your head at that moment?
I mean, I know official rules ball dies, so I know that wasn't a catch. You know, I'm not going to scream at the refs for that. That's why good call by the refs. You know, I didn't even say anything to him because I trust my teammates, and I knew he was going to take that win.
So I noticed you didn't change up your roster at all. You had a couple well, not alternates, but teammates, but you didn't rotate them in. Was that for this team specifically? Is that part of your overall strategy, or were you just kind of in the moment?
That was for this team specifically because we know they're a fast-paced team. You know, we had specific players that play well on the court, and, and make different kinds of plays, and we felt that was the starting 5 we wanted to stick with and go through the whole game.
Any thoughts going into your next big battle?
I mean, this is our first time here. We're ready. We're pumped. We're just going to take everybody out as quick as we can and take this.
Awesome. Congratulations. Good job. Back to you guys.
All right, Bill, we're back. We just saw Tudha finish up Kill the Comp. Tudha is moving on. They were tied for the first seed in the tournament. Crisis just went down to Brick Squad earlier today. What a game. Really awesome dodgeball. What do we got coming up next?
Next, we have Doom versus Aftershock. So Doom, the 5-time champions of UDC. Out of the 6 total, they've won 5 of them. They've been in all, they lost to Shooters the one time, and Team Awesome took that one. Team Awesome and Shooters aren't here. And Crisis, which had some of Shooters on it, not here to take them out. Captain is Nate Kreider. Justin Pyan, highest kills per game out of anybody. Big threat on that team.
Yeah, Justin Pyan, the reigning elite dodgeball MVP.
Oh, yeah.
They've got all-stars everywhere on this team.
One of the big things I noticed yesterday was Justin Pyan was sitting on that back wall. He didn't have a ball in hand, and I think Nate Kreider was the one next to him, they were throwing at Nate with a ball rather than the open Pyan because of how good Pyan is at catching. That is how formidable that Justin Pyan is. And him and Nate were like the key yesterday to like getting them through to this final 8.
What do you think Doom's mindset is going into this game and into this final 8? This is where they've been so many times before.
Yeah, so I talked to Cole before this, and this is all they're thinking about is the mental game. Like, they've done this over and over and over. The physical aspect of this game, they've got this, right? It's the mental aspect. They can't underestimate anybody. You know what, and they've got the crowd going against them. Like, when I talked to Cole, he said that, you know, he feels that like a lot of players here want to see a new champion, right? And that's really big. Like, to have like the players here around you kind of, you know, working, you know, not working against you, but cheering against you in a way. Like, not directly necessarily, but they want to see a new champion, right? They've won on this court 5 times, and they're going to feel like the away team here.
It's a weird place to be for Doom as a favorite, but also feel like they have a chip on their shoulder. You kind of need to generate motivation when you're the top dogs in a sport, right? You need to come up with some bulletin board material, find a little like extra well to draw energy from.
Oh yeah.
So Doom was 7-0 in round robin. They were 15-4 in games. They were kind of under the radar because of how well Crisis and To The had played thus far. Let's talk about their opponent, Aftershock.
Yeah, so Aftershock, they went 6-1 through the bracket, 5-1 during round robin. I talked. My key takeaway on Aftershock is you got to watch number 10 on their team, Tyrell Hayes. He is not afraid to take that early shot. When you're running up and if you're going to run for that ball, like you've seen Tad DeLugo do and others going for that early ball, he is not afraid to take that shot, and he is not afraid to dodge after that shot. He is confident that he can take that shot and survive.
Yeah,
They're going to get that 2 balls back and be able to defend confidently.
It's going to be interesting to see if Doom has scouted them and will recognize that play. I think that's Kreider's side that he'll be matched up on.
Yeah, he's going against
so
Nate Kreider.
If Nate is dialed in, Nate's going to be looking to counter right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
If Kyle wants to stick around, he's going to have to be safe. Doom has so many all-stars up and down the lineup, probably more depth than just about anyone in this tournament. They can afford to lose a couple players, whereas Aftershock, you know, they want to protect their big guns. But hey, let's look at these teams that are about to play. All right, we've got Doom here. These are the legends of the sport, 5-time champions, MVPs, Elite Dodgeball, Team USA members galore. These guys have pretty much defined competitive dodgeball.
And there's Aftershock. They're going to be going up against the champions. I mean, they've definitely seen enough footage of these guys. They don't get to the top 8 without watching a couple games on the way.
Yeah, this is going to be an awesome matchup. Interesting, the jerseys of these two teams are very similar. on the Elite Day, teams get to get new jerseys, so they go out of their typical colors and they don UDC jerseys, and both of these teams are very close. We've got like a lavender and a purple, and anyways, Doom is usually in black, but looks like they've got purple for this one. Any other players we should look out for on Aftershock?
Yeah, so I talked to Dwight Reichnovsky. So he was talking about today, like, teamwork is their big thing. You know, they've got to work together. Playing slow, playing together. He was really saying that the big emphasis is they're a well-rounded team. There is no big star in Aftershock that you point to Aftershock and say, that's the player that's doing this for them. They are a well-rounded team. So if you get 1 or 2 outs, they're not out of it. They can pick their way back through this. That's what's important about Aftershock, is that they're all good.
Yeah, one of the things that'll be interesting to see is Doom's offense. They're so powerful that they don't ever really need to expose themselves. If they can beat you with a solo, especially corner play with a blocker, they're going to do that. They're going to stay safe as long as they can. Nate Kreider and Justin Pyan were down in their previous matchup against metahumans, and it was really just Nate blasting through the opposing corners, blocking ball with great timing. Nate's got impeccable timing on his throws. He's going to pump fake you into a false sense of security, and then he's going to strike once you let your guard down. It's going to be interesting to see him play. He can hang on to his ball almost the entire game, and then he'll come out of his shell when it's needed.
Yeah, just to give the viewers some context as to like who's who, and we'll get to that once Doom is there. Let's get some context as to who is who on the team. So when we talk about it, they know who we're looking at. Right now, we're looking at Aftershock, going through the huddle, getting on the same page that we just talked about. They want to be on that same page and we're going to play slow and play together, and part of that's the huddle going in. What are we going to focus on? Getting on that same game plan, scripting out some of your early movements. That way you don't got to think about it. You just know, I'm going to do this.
These guys are loose. They are under the radar. It'll be interesting to see if Doom did their scouting last night and watched any video on Aftershock. I think in our video intro, Aftershock said that they've seen Doom. They've seen tons of tape on Doom. They know that Doom has defined this sport for competitive dodgeball, and so they're kind of under the radar. They're the underdogs. No one really knows what to expect. Let's see. Here, okay,
Marchbanks.
This is the famous ritual. Vince stands away from the team, and then he comes back into the huddle. He's going to give his teammates an embrace, high fives. Let's watch Vince. See Vince there on the right of your screen. He's going to stand up there near the mid-court until the game is right about to start. I like to think of it like he's claiming. Oh, the big growl from Vince. Here we go. Here we go. It's Doom time. We've got Doom. We've got Aftershock. This is a best-of-5 game. We're in the Elite 8 at the UDC Championships 2018 here in Orland Park, Chicago.
Doom's looking for their
with Sky
second
Zone.
three-peat. That double-triple.
They are going for 6 championships in 7 years. The most winning team of all time in this sport.
Right now, that trophy is full of the word Doom.
Okay, Ish Blanco with the win right on the rush.
Already we're seeing some differences. Didn't take that early throw. He's respecting Nate.
Okay, Justin Pine with the solo early. His throw is so deceptive, so powerful, but very accurate.
One of the little nuances you'll see is when he was pump faking Nate right there, he was stomping his foot, trying to get that ball to work backward on the trampoline. By stopping your foot there, you're making the ball roll backwards. So that way you're not exposing yourself being further up the court.
Okay, both teams are kind of starting slow, picking their spots. Nice throw from the corner there. Is that Tyrell Hayes?
Tyrell is on the left there, yeah.
Yeah, he went for Nate. Nate blocked it away. Ooh, great shot from Vince from the corner.
Cross court. It's a long throw. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize about corners is just how much longer that throw distance is.
All right, Aftershock takes out Ish Blanco there. Looks like we're even at 4-4. Ooh,
they're picking off that left side.
So as a corner, you want to draw as much attention as you can. You want the throw to come to you because you've got a blocker. Woo. Doom takes out 2 players. Aftershock's down to 2.
And they get him.
Yes.
He wasn't sure about that, but they get him.
Payan knew it was an out. He was just waiting for the refs to confirm it. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, Tyrell survives. Beautiful little style there.
Oh, Justin.
Justin was going for the trade. He said, why not? We're up on players, but
that's big.
You know,
Pine
things like that add up. That's how comebacks happen. Ooh, Tyrell Hayes got Nate Kreider. That does not happen. It's hard to get by his blocker. All right, Doom is up 2-1 here. Tyrell has made an incredible last stand.
He was the one we were talking about earlier. He's not afraid to counter. He knows he can make his dodges and stay alive, and he's showing it here.
God, he's so confident at the front line. Oh my gosh, beautiful shot at Cole.
And Vince is safe.
Great play from Tyrell. Aftershock is just putting on a show. He's just, like you said, he's throwing at the front line, he's dodging, and he's getting outs.
He's got 30 seconds
Keep your ball,
left.
keep your ball, don't throw it. Always keep an extra ball, kids. Oh,
keep going.
Okay, both players hit, they're resetting. Tyrell with the spin dodge, I love it. This guy is electric.
10 seconds left. Another big dodge.
And he's got so much confidence. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Speaking of confidence, Vince. Wow. That means a lot. Tyrell Hayes brought it back from a 2v4, 1v3, got out some of the legends of our sport, and was not able to get Vince. He had a shot at Vince with no ball as Vince was leaning back. Vince looked like he went for the catch, did not touch, no refs called it. Vince is pumped. He is screaming. The teammates on Doom like to see that from their leader.
A lot of passion from this team. They know they got to keep it going.
That was an awesome first game, first showing from Aftershock.
He's living up to his name, that corner from Aftershock.
Wow, that was something special. Okay, huge throw from the right corner on Aftershock. Nails Vince with a full court throw. Sometimes when you throw from that far away, the other team isn't expecting it.
Ooh, the screen. Well, that's one of those things you got to look out for. Even though your player's going out, he's screening you. He's taking away that vision for a second, and players will take advantage of it, just like Ish did there.
All right, Aftershock's got 3 balls. Oh, nice dodge by Cole.
And a counter by Nate.
Huge counter from Nate. Tyrell was not pressuring Nate enough. Nate didn't respect it. He knew his opponent wasn't ready. He took a free shot.
This is what we're talking about. That Pine Nate corner there is so strong. They can throw from anywhere, and they will.
Nate does more damage. Here he is. Nate's kind of coming out of his shell. He saw how close it got last game. He's not going to get out as easily this game.
A lot of athletic dodges.
All right, Doom is swarming. They've got 4 balls. Aftershock are down to their 2 corners.
This is something you don't see Doom do a lot of. They don't huddle a lot. They just know the game plan. So you know when they're huddling that, you know, they've got something.
Aftershock has 3 balls on their side of the court. Oh, great dodges from Tyrell. He is so elusive. He is so much fun to watch. Okay, so Aftershock has 3 balls on their court. They can only get to 2. So the burden is on them. They have to throw 1, even though they're not in position to throw.
They stayed alive.
So now they've got 1 ball in their possession. Payan's got that beautiful, elusive cross-body snap throw.
Lou, as a player, right, is one of the best players in the world. What would you say you're looking to do right here when you're down 2-4?
You're looking for high opportunity throws. You want to just try to whittle down the opponent so that when you're last in, you've got a chance against 3 balls or 2 balls instead of 4. Good block from Tyrell there. Doom has really controlled the pace of this game.
They got him. They got him through the blocker.
It's amazing how the tone of this game and the pace of this game are just so much different from the previous 2, which were so high energy. All right, last player in. Doom is swarming, and what they do well is they throw together with power, and they take out the final player on Aftershock. It's 2-0 to Doom. They're looking in good control.
They really are. And Aftershock doesn't look out of this. They're giving them a match.
No, I like what I've seen from both corners on Aftershock. Let's see if we can get some contributions from some of the other players.
Lou, when you're down 0-2 like this, what are one of the things that you do to get yourself mentally prepared for that next game without like overexerting yourself or trying to take on too much responsibility to like really push your team through?
It's a fine line, but you do need to take a little bit more risks. You need to take that shot on the open player who might catch it. You need
That's big.
Ooh. All right, Nate Kreider steps up, gets an out, and survives the throw. Doom is just on fire.
Was there a catch?
Okay. Doom was looking for the out. The refs say he's safe. Nate is just destroying blockers here. He's going straight through the ball. His throw is powerful and smooth. If you're the last player in, he was taking a big risk there. Doom closes it out 3-0. That was clinical. The first 2 matches were slow and methodical. That last match was fast and thunderous.
That was amazing. They killed 4 players in under 15 seconds. That's a Doom thing. Doom knows this game so well. They know the counter game. They know you're throwing here, I'm throwing here, I'm throwing here, and they'll come out with the advantage, and they did there.
You know, going into this day with the final 8, I was wondering where Doom's head was at. We've got Crisis, we've got Tuda, we've got all these up-and-comers. Doom was kind of under the radar a little bit. They were not the talk of the town, but they looked so good there. They looked poised. They look ready for the championship.
They do. They look in fine tournament-like form right there. Like, like we were saying, the physical game, they got the physical game. They have to be mentally prepared, and they certainly look like it. They know their game. They knew when to slow it down. They knew when to huddle, and they produced off of it.
And you know what I liked seeing there is Aftershock got Nate Kreider out early in the first game, and Nate came alive in the next 2 games. When he was on the floor, he made throws, he made counters, he was destroying his matchup. It was as if they had no blocker at all. He was going right through it. Anyways, let's go down to the court. We're going to have an interview with a player from Doom, I think the captain, Nate.
I'm going to correct you there, Lucas, because I'm actually with the captain, Vince Marchbanks, right here. Co-captain. All right, co-captain. And wow, oh my gosh. Okay, so that first matchup, you against Tyrell, he was doing crazy flips. It was down to the wire. You hit each other, and then you got each other out, and you came back in. And then I'm going to say this right now. Experience. Like, you faked him. I mean, what was going through your head in that moment?
The win. Nothing else matters but winning. He's a very elusive player. I've never seen him before, but he has my respect now because he's very difficult to hit. So the win was the only thing that was in my mind. So I'm glad I was able to pull it off for my team.
That last moment, that's where all the experience, years of experience you guys have. You have five titles here. You're going for your 6th, and then at the end, Doom just kind of went like ham on them. Like, was that planned, or you guys just know when you heat up and you just go?
Well, we wait for the other team to make a mistake, and they gave us too many balls. You give us too many balls, and we're like sharks to blood. We did that. The notch it just ticks, and we want to eat. So that's what happened.
I would imagine your team cohesion at this point being a team for how long?
We've been together for 7 years now.
I'd imagine there's a lot of nonverbal communication out there, but it was really, really cool to see. You got another good match coming up. Keep giving us a good show. Vince Marchbanks, everybody. Thanks.
Okay, we're back, Bill. Awesome win from Doom. One of the things that we did differently this weekend is we collected stats. So we put together a little fantasy stat package. We wanted to see in the tournament who were the top performers. We awarded 1 point for kills, 2 points for catches, and this list has the men and the women all together. Let's look at our leaders.
We have Crisis' Andrew Ketchum putting on a show all event. Being able to come back against that 4v1 against Ducks, proving, knocking up those fantasy points in that game, putting himself at the top spot.
Kyle Sanders from MetaHumans. Kyle was not on my radar before this. He's on my radar now. Look at him. He's with some of the greatest dodgeballers of all time. Way to go, Kyle. In third, we've got Moods Azalea Donche. Fantastic all-around tournament, as you can see.
We have Lofts, Lauren Hoffman, 37. There's like a big 4-way tie here, in case you didn't notice. 37, 37, 37, 37, including Brick Squad Sean Wheeler, who went against our top performer Andrew Ketchum and took it away from them. I'm sure his fantasy points are up a little bit more. We'll see how they finalize after the event.
Yeah, Tiffany Paget is also in that 4-way tie. She's from Heir to the Throne. She's been catching all weekend. She's one of the most powerful throwers. Matt Levine from Hazard with 36. Billy Schmidt from Goon Squad was just on a 4-man team, and he was producing like he was 2 men. Daniel Ortega from ABC. He was one of the top throwers in the whole tournament. And to round out the top 10 of fantasy points, we have Rolina. Yeah, it's kind of awesome to see these fantasy points. This is something we always talk about in the game, and we had the stats, so we were like, let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe one day we'll have fantasy dodgeball.
There's some names in there that you wouldn't expect to see, and I think that just kind of like emphasizes like how good these players are. And sometimes they can go under the radar because they're producing, but they're not like, super energetic and exposing themselves out there. Like, they're just good players.
And the fantasy points are a great way to compare catchers and dodgers. Kind of equates in the body count the players moved in a catch versus a kill. We just saw Doom take care of Aftershock 3-0. We're moving into our last matchup in the quarterfinals. We got Grand Rapids and Swolgers. What are you excited about here, Bill?
I'm excited to see Swolgers. I got to talk to their captain, and one of the big things that got them to this point was their studious nature. They don't get a lot of time to practice on these trampolines or anything like that. So instead, they rely on their film smarts and watching. To get here in this bracket, they played people they played in round robin and got to watch those films to get here. Dynasty is not one of those teams, and that's who they're playing now. I want to see if they can step it up. They didn't get to see a game against them that they played and get to see how their mistakes panned out. Instead, they have to rely on like what they've learned to this point. Let's pass it to the team intros.
Let's jump it in.
Let's see everybody.
All right, this is Dynasty. They've struggled in round robin. They're the 14th seed, but these guys are seasoned. They've been here before. They're incredible dodgeball players. They play almost every ball type, and they're in the final 8 here today.
And we got Swolgers. Their studious nature. I can't wait to see what they pull out today.
Look at those bookworms. All right. This is going to be a great match. We've got a best of 5. We're in the final quarterfinal at UDC 2018. Winner is going to advance to the final 4 for a chance at the biggest cash prize in all of dodgeball.
So Dynasty had to go, to get to this point, they had to go through Syndicate, which has one of the players in Dynasty and Elite on it. And that was a big back and forth. That was Jalen Gardner. And they were catching each other back and forth there. That was an incredible game to watch. Like, super tense on both sides. Like, catching your teammate and getting caught by your teammate. Like, they knew each other's game. Then you also have, they went through Team Awesome, the only other champion of UDC. The only other champion, and they took them out 3-2 in a nail-biter. That was an incredible game to watch. I got to talk to Kevin right before today. And he was talking about they need to really limit their mental mistakes. That communication is 100%. Once again, talking about responsibilities and your role on your team. You know, you don't want to be doing too much because then what you're doing, you're not doing as well.
Yeah, I think Dynasty really struggled in the round robin, but they've shown their ability to focus when it matters. They've won 2 5-game matchups in the knockout rounds. They got through their buddies from Lone Star Syndicate, and Bailey said it. He said they've been watching film. They've looked at their matchups. They make sure that their players are ready for their new roles given that matchup. And let's see what they do here against Swolgers.
So one other thing that Kevin was telling me is that they capitalize momentum. Look for Dynasty to try to get the momentum, keep that momentum, and capitalize on the momentum. They're not a team that's going to want to play slow. They're going to want to play their pace and force you to play their pace and their game.
Okay, the players are lined up. Let's see what happens on this opening rush.
Dynasty in orange.
I'm expecting a methodical, slow game. Swolgers with the great, 2 big outs from Swolgers, and they end up with 4 balls. They've got a big lead. Tons of players off the court.
It wasn't even 10 seconds and 4 players are out.
Wow, wow, a beautiful cascade of counters.
Swolgers, they were the 22nd seed, and now they're in the top 8, and right now they got Dynasty 3-3.
Okay, Dynasty's got 4 balls here. They've got ball control. They got to throw 2. The group throw against the right corner on Swolgers. Great dodge.
Kevin Bailey is on that left side for Dynasty.
Oh, Swolgers threw 2 there. They've only got 1 ball left. They've exposed themselves to Dynasty. Look for Swolgers to make a catch attempt here.
Kevin's in that 4 jersey for those wondering. They get him?
Ooh.
He stayed alive. That's
Okay.
That's the captain of Swolgers right there, making that dodge.
He did exactly what I wasn't expecting. He went full dodge. He didn't even try to go for a catch. All right, nice counter from Swolgers. Cross court on Bailey. Ooh! Colin O'Brien takes the opportunity, just misses, but he noticed that the Swolgers corner was not paying attention.
That's big. Your eyes got to be forward. Let that ball bounce. Let it roll in front of you. Put it where your teammate can easily get it and keep contact with their other corner. Ooh! And another one.
They're taking their eyes off of Dynasty, and Colin is taking opportunities. He hasn't been able to connect, but those are good throws. All right, Swolgers has all 5 balls now.
It's 1 minute and 20 left.
Oh, that looked like an invalid throw. The refs are not calling it. Colin O'Brien with a huge catch.
That's the momentum right there that Dynasty wants. That's what they've been talking about.
Catches change games. Dynasty has a 3-2 advantage now.
And you'll see, once again, popping that trampoline, getting that ball to your side so you can take a bigger, more advantageous throw. Going for the cross court. So one of the big jobs of a corner is you want to keep that attention on you. When another one, he took his eyes off and they just missed. They couldn't capitalize on the lack of vision there.
Oh, great shot from the Soldiers. Ooh, down to the last player on Dynasty. Excellent throwing from the Soldiers. And it's game one, go Soldiers.
The upsets. Soldiers.
Wow, number 7 on the Soldiers was unstoppable. He would just step up kind of in the vein of Nate Kreider and just blow through blockers. The Soldiers are a little unpredictable. They throw with any ball count. Most teams, when they have 3 balls, they'll throw 1. They'll play defense. They'll survive. They'll come back on offense. But the Soldiers have thrown 2 balls. They've thrown their last ball. These guys are very unpredictable guys.
I think the big difference there, Soldiers hit their target.
Yeah.
Dynasty took a lot of shots that didn't connect. Back and forth, when you go back and forth enough times, someone's going to hit something, and if you do it earlier, you're going to do it with the players you want.
I think if you're Colin O'Brien, you need to decide whether these snipes are worth it. They're not looking at you, but if you're not hitting, they're not worth it.
Again, it starts off the same way. 2 players going out. This time they took out the captain of Soldiers. He was the one that stayed in all.
I like that. And most teams will not take that counter until the possession has been decided. But Soldiers are throwing with 2 balls and with no attempt on getting that middle ball. It's really unpredictable, but it's effective for them so far.
Let's see how Soldiers goes here. Let's see what they do.
Oh, good block. Fedig is saying he blocked it. Soldiers is looking for the out, and the refs call him out. You got to take your outs. Take your outs. Don't let the ref call you out.
Big block. 4-3. This, once again, Dynasty wants momentum, and right now they're on the back foot. They're going to look to change that momentum up.
Wow. Ooh, big catch from Soldiers. Catches Kevin Bailey in between his blocking ball and his body. Soldiers is looking strong. They have a 1-0 lead in this match, and they've got a huge player advantage. They're up 5-2.
They're going to have to pick. They don't have to be rushing right now, but they have to use their time wisely. They can't just be taking little, chippy shots that they think are going to hit. They have to be confident. They have 2 minutes to get 3 players out and equalize here.
Okay. Dynasty is looking to pick someone off and try to even the count. Oh, risky play, but he gets away with it.
He knew what he was doing. He was taking that shot. He didn't watch the shot through. Instead, he took the dodge.
Ooh, nice hits from Dynasty.
2 more.
It's 2v2. 2v2. We've got a minute and a half remaining.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Soldiers didn't have to rush there.
So when a ball goes out of play, the refs put it back into the middle of the court, and who knows where it's going to land. It goes onto the Dynasty side. Dynasty's got 3 balls. At this point in the game, everyone is going to have a blocker from here on out unless someone throws extra balls. So it's going to be coming down to execution and deception.
Dynasty plays together a lot.
Ooh, they looked like a big cross. The refs call him out. All right. Number 3 on Dynasty gets called out. Huge cross from the Soldiers. They're looking strong. They're in control.
I still think they're in a better position than they were in. We've got 40 seconds left.
Colin O'Brien, last in. He's got 2 balls. He's probably going to counter with 1. He's looking for that catch. He just needs 1 out. He's got 30 seconds left. He needs 1 out. He wants to push this to sudden death.
Look for that opposite corner to really start putting some pressure on them.
All right, 25 seconds. Ooh, Colin was looking for the catch there. Okay, he's got to get an out here in the next 20 seconds.
And you'll see the corner that he's not facing off against, he's putting a lot of pressure on him. Not letting him get 100% throw, letting him get 100% of his vision on that, making him really think. Ooh.
All right, we've got 5 seconds. Colin needs an out. He's got to go all out. There's no holding back. He missed it. And Soldiers takes it. 2-0, Soldiers. Woo!
2-0.
That game was awesome, Bill. We saw 4 players walking off the court in the first exchange.
I don't think they're going to rush for the ball this time. They haven't gotten it once.
It's such an unorthodox style that Soldiers is starting out with. They're being aggressive without even going for the middle ball.
You know what? And his positioning, too, when he goes for that middle ball, he's very solid. He's very straight up. So when he's getting hit in the chest, it's rolling right back to Soldiers, and it's giving them that second chance. Usually you take a hit, and you're a little sideways here and there, and the ball stays on your side. In this case, it's rolling right back to him. It's an easy out.
All right, let's see how Dynasty responds. They're down 0-2. They're on the brink of elimination. These guys are experienced. They've still got Colin in the corner. Interestingly, these guys kind of pinch the court on their rush, and I wonder if that's why Soldiers is feeling so confident in their retaliation.
Yep, a lot more cautious this time.
All right,
Just letting Soldiers
Dynasty
have
does
it.
not go for the middle ball after losing their first player on both of the previous games. All right, Soldiers are going to target the third player here.
But good, you know, they're making adjustments.
Some great counters there. Looks like no one was hit there on the play. Both teams have full rosters, 5-on-5.
A lot of counters.
Oh, okay. It looked like a hit there from Fedig on number 6 on Soldiers, but no refs called him out. A lot of good countering. These corners are matched up. They're ready to throw as soon as their opponent throws. Ball goes out of play. Dynasty is stepping to the line. Dynasty needs some outs here. They got to chip away at Soldiers, force Soldiers to take some risky plays.
Lucas, you're the captain of Dynasty right now. What are you looking to do?
I want to give the ball to my best thrower, and I want them to go for the player that they think they can get out. Okay, we saw a hit from Soldiers that deflected into a catch. The question there is, did it touch the trampoline? The ref says no. Catch is valid. Nick Factorin is going to come talk about it. The refs are going to come together. That's a big play.
The refs have been incredible this weekend.
So the Soldier corner, number 6, threw at the middle player, Fedig, and it bounces over to Dynasty's captain, Kevin Bailey. The question is, did it hit the trampoline? The refs say no. The refs are figuring out the ball count. They're going to reset with balls.
Good, that makes sense. Especially when, you know, that player that was supposed to go out doesn't go out and you're taking shots on him. You know, it's an unequal advantage there.
Okay, they're resetting. They're putting a ball in the middle. That means they weren't sure where it was. Dynasty's got 5 players remaining. They're down 0-2 in this final quarterfinal match at UDC 2018. Soldiers have 4 players. They've got 1 ball.
I think this is going to be the first time that Dynasty has the momentum, right? They've got the 5 versus 4. This is what they want. Let's see what they do with it. Let's see if they can capitalize on what they wanted the whole time. There we go.
Great double team from Colin O'Brien and Kevin Bailey. They had 4. They can risk a double. I think that's their first double of the match. Bailey's got that a little bit of curve on his throw, just trying to get past the blocker. Okay, Soldiers has 3. They need to get someone out here to kind of even the playing field. Running out of time. All right, great hit from the middle on Soldiers, taking out O'Brien. Fedig counters with a hit. Dynasty is up 4-2 in the player count, and they've got 4 balls. They're in control.
The big part about making your hit here is that those balls rebound right back to you. These surfaces, it's going right back, giving you another chance. It's so important to hit your target.
Okay, last player in for Soldiers. He's looking for anything.
Made him jump. That's what they want. They want to put him into a place where he
look
can't
at the ball. There's a ball way up the court on Soldiers' side that he can't get, so the burden is going to be on him every time there's 2 balls over there because of that 3rd ball. So Dynasty can just wait it out here. There's only 30 seconds left. But they're going to go for the group throw anyways, and it's a hit. Dynasty is on the board with their first win.
Okay.
The score is Dynasty 1, Soldiers 2.
They got the momentum that game, and now they have the momentum of the match.
It's something we've been talking about all weekend. Catches bring momentum. They're a psychological boost, and they're an actual boost. They bring teammates back into the game.
That confidence, it does 2 things too. The offense that's throwing at you is going to reconsider throwing at you. You just caught, right?
Okay, we noticed that Dynasty switched up their rush strategy last game. They did not send someone for the middle ball. In fact, they gave it up to Soldiers. Let's see what they do here.
Same roster as last game, it looks like.
Okay, I love the way Dynasty starts. Their balls are in the middle, and they're going to spread as they rush up to the ball, putting pressure on the opposing balls. Let's see if they risk it for the middle ball. Okay. What? The referees have stopped the game. Looks like, are they calling a false start there, Bill?
I don't know.
Looks like head ref Nick Factorin is saying that they called a player out for unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like one of the Soldiers was talking and the refs removed him from the game.
Really?
Wow, that's big. Okay, so the Soldiers still have the lead in the match. They're up 2-1, but they're down 4-5 here.
That's
on player count before the game has even begun. That is huge. At this stage of the game, you need to be taking your outs. You need to be playing Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the start.
That's big. Dynasty wants momentum, and they're giving it from the start.
Oh, Soldiers again. There we go. Okay, so some great counters. We got 2 players walking off the court. Dynasty still has the lead. When you have the lead, you can trade and stay on top. Okay, Dynasty's got 3 balls. Let's see where they go here.
Okay,
all right.
just taking chippy shots, trying to get that corner out. They feel he's the biggest threat.
Okay, look at this on Dynasty. They put O'Brien in the middle with the ball to protect the cross court for Bailey, their captain. So interesting. Something we haven't seen yet. Okay.
They have the momentum.
All right, we've got 2 minutes left. Plenty of time here. Soldiers are down 1 player in the player count.
Look at him staying low. He's staying solid. He wants that catch. That's what he's looking for. He's challenging them to say, hit me with this ball. I'm going to catch it.
Yeah, the players in the middle are looking for catches. They're trying to be elusive, but they're trying to stay ready and available if someone throws at their body. And the players on the outside are trying to put as much pressure as possible with pump fakes, and they're trying to survive the attack with their blocking ball.
Once again, if a ball hits a blocking ball and deflects into a player, they're out. And that almost happened right there under their captain, Kevin Bailey.
Huge cross-court counter from the Soldiers. They take out Kevin Bailey.
Okay, 3-2.
All right, and they traded again, so Dynasty is still on top. If they can get an out here, changes the game. It looks like they get Colin O'Brien. It's 2v2.
2v2s.
All right, we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds left here.
Soldiers, what can they do?
2v2.
They started down a man.
Ooh, big shot from Soldiers. Dylan Fettig is the last player in.
There's 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
There's a ball way up the court on Fettig's side that he can't reach. You can see it right by the midline. That's going to count against him if there's another ball in there. Ooh, looked like there might have been a hit there. Soldiers is looking for the refs to call it. Oh, Fettig. Oh. I want to see players calling themselves out.
Man,
Soldiers is getting called for a pinch block here.
Oh. Okay, so pinch is when you you make a fist into the ball almost and close your fist.
Okay, there was a couple hit shots there that looked like hits. Soldiers were calling for hits. The refs did not call for the out. We've got a 1v1 situation. We've got 40 seconds before the knockout.
Big blocks, staying alive.
I want to see a replay on some of this stuff. This is getting really intense. Remember, Soldiers is up 2-1. They started this game down 4-5 because of sportsmanship.
This is basically a 3-ball game with those balls being where they are.
20 seconds. Okay, all right. Fettig's got to call himself out at that point. And that's it.
Take it. The
Soldiers do it.
Seed makes it to the top 4.
All right, Soldiers advance. That was an awesome game. Soldiers has a unique style. They're countering from defense. They are throwing pretty much at all times. Huge game from Soldiers. They took out Dynasty. Dynasty fought back hard after getting down early, but Soldiers were just unexpected and effective.
That was nuts. Soldiers was saying, like, you know, you have to study, you have to know your opponents, and that's what they did. They were telling me that they used the round robin as a laboratory to figure out what player was going to go where. If they can't practice at home, they're going to use the round robin as that.
All right, let's go to the court. So Soldiers advances. They're going to be playing in the finals or in the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, we've got Brick Squad versus Doom. This is going to be an awesome match. We had 2 huge upsets here in the quarterfinals. Let's take it down to the court. Bill, any last thoughts on that Soldiers? Who do you like there?
Yeah, their captain I have to say their captain. You know, he led them into this. He got them the book smarts. He said, this is what we're going to do. He changed the plan up during the day, and he got into the top 4 with a 22nd seed. He said, I don't care about seed. We can do this no matter what. And he was confident in that.
They must have seen something when they watched video on Dynasty that led them to that hyper-aggressive countering style. I saw lots of crosses from the counter. I saw lots of crosses from counters on defense cross-court. Let's take it down to the court. Let's talk to one of the Soldiers.
Here I am with Aaron, captain of the Soldiers, guys. And you just said something to me off camera, but what was that? How emotional this is?
It's unbelievably emotional. You know, you make it to top 8, and you know they try to say, you know, keep your emotions to yourself, but
It's unbelievable, man. It's a good feeling.
I'm gonna tell you this: every team's feeling what you're feeling, and it just takes experience to like take that in and focus it. So you guys won despite having to play down for unfortunate yellow card due to unsportsmanlike conduct, and then you got that pinching call. I mean, that's discouraging, but it didn't seem like it let you. How do you feel?
I felt that it was an honest call. Everything was dead on. You know, I went to readjust, and I happened to grip it a little too hard. But everything they called, they've done a heck of a job this year, and I'm not going to argue with them. They're the professionals. You know, I just stick to throwing the ball. So.
I like that. Your next game is up soon against Tutha. Any different strategies, anything about that you're going to adjust?
We just got to step it up. You got to go to the next level as you go on and be ready to make those plays to separate yourself to become the champion.
So how often does your team go to the gym, and do you all just go together, or are you just all naturally No, I'm kidding. All right, great job. We'll see you guys in the semifinals up against Tutha. Thanks, Jake. Congratulations. Good job. All right, guys. Back to Dave and Brittany, actually.
All right, Bill, we're back. That's the end of the quarterfinals. We've got 4 teams remaining. Our semifinals on one half of the bracket, we've got Tutha versus Soldiers. Swolders. On the other side of the bracket, we've got Brick Squad versus Doom. Who do you like here, Bill? What are you thinking?
I'm liking Doom on the one side. I'm liking Tutha on the other side. I think Tutha can eke out over Doom. I wouldn't even say eke out. I think it's going to be Tutha on that side, and I think Doom just has the experience. Brick Squad, took it out over Crisis, but I think Doom really wants this. They want that second three-peat. They want that double-triple.
Doom looks incredibly poised. They're probably the most efficient team we've seen so far. But we're going to throw it over to Brittany and Dave here in a minute. Thanks for tuning in this morning. You're at UDC 2018, and we're on the final day, and we're at the semifinals.
We love everything about Dodgeball, from pace of the game, the height. You really never know what to expect out of a certain team. You never know what to expect out of a certain player. It's just so like, what if?
I think all of us collectively feel better than ever. This team feels, there's something magical about this team.
Our team has been so successful because we play together, we know the game, we dissect it, we know our strengths, and we play to that. I mean, it's experience.
Every team plays different. At the end of the day, it's a chess match. You got to be patient, and you just got to be super aware, be a ninja out there. And people are like, oh, it's the kids game you played. But when you got a ball coming 60 miles an hour at you, that's not a kids game anymore.
In the top 8, we've never made it to the semifinals. So it's like, yeah, sure, we made it to the top 8. We've almost done that every single year. But now we need to take it one step further.
So the main thing for us is just making sure that we have our strategies down and we don't make mental mistakes. It's all about studying what teams we're going to be playing and making sure that we know exactly what each of our roles are for that game.
So this is our 3rd year, and this is our first top 8. So if you're a new team, you've got to work together, you've got to communicate, and obviously you got to watch teams that have been there and communicate and play well together.
Besides practicing every single week, we practice a lot with our good friends in Doom. So we have a lot of good competition to practice against. A 5-time champion team to play against is probably one of the best things you can do.
The biggest thing is the mental aspect of it. When people see that there's money on the line and there's cameras everywhere, if we go out nervous or tight, then anybody out there can beat us. I mean, we're a superstitious team. Vince does this handshake thing, which is probably my favorite ritual. He stands in front of the team before we go, and he individually goes down the line and high-fives us all just to kind of get us focused.
Yes, we definitely have a very aggressive play style. We like to get out, go fast, and get ahead of the game.
We're the most unfamiliar team here, and we're going to ride that dark horse because these people don't have footage on us, but we spend a lot of time focusing these teams that have, set the standard, that have taught us the way.
We're trying to finish better than we finished on the first one. We went home, studied it. That's why I feel like this top 8 this year is going to be different. I just feel like we're ready for it.
And welcome. For those
We're
who've been
back,
watching,
Dave.
We're back, but they're still here. They've existed ever since Darwin came up with that Finch theory. Sire, we were gone for a while. Me and Brittany were researching why abbreviation is such a long word. Brittany, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
I got a joke for you. How do you keep a great-looking host in suspense?
How?
I don't know, but I'll tell you later.
It's working.
All right, let's get into this, man. I'm pumped, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Also, hi guys on the chat. I'm reading. I know you guys were talking about the pinching, the cheating.
Yeah.
We weren't privy to that information, so I can't give you an update. I know that there were some people complaining about pinch throwing.
Let's talk
You
about
know, we can talk about it, but
pinching is basically when you take the, the best way to pinch if you're going to cheat is you're going to go ahead, you're going to take the nub of the ball right here, and you're going to just grab it like that. And it's skin to skin, right?
skin
Rubber to rubber,
skin,
right?
rubber to rubber.
Okay.
That's how they say it,
And,
I guess.
but we're not going to focus on the details of that. We're going to keep this positive. It is such an amazing opportunity to see that our 6th grade, our kids game that we played growing up, and turned it
We're
in.
winning money doing it.
Yeah, now people are getting money, cash, simoleons for it. There's down to 4 different teams. Let's talk a backstory on this here. What are we looking at?
All right, let's talk about Doom and Brick Squad first. That's who's up. Doom here, we all know Doom, Justin Payan, Ish Blanco, Nate Kreider, Cole Harrell, and Vince Marchbanks. My goodness, here in the middle. And then we have Brick Squad here. David, you better at these names than I am, because I'm not going to tell you all these names.
Yeah, sure. We got Sean Wheeler, Brandon Kelly, David Bridges, Chris Wheeler, they're brothers, Andy Smith, Liam Bartlett. Now, this is kind of interesting. Brandon Kelly actually was on the Shooters, Bang Bang, and Shooters are not in this, didn't apply for this one this year. We wish you well. We hope you come back. Brandon Kelly, great catcher, had a Thigh Master catch last year, which was unbelievable. We had a couple of these. So we got Brandon Kelly, we've got David Bridges, Big Daddy, as he's known in his local community, and of course Sean Wheeler. Sean Wheeler played excellent in the quarterfinals. Everybody was just trying to beat up on him. He's the one in the white headband. David Bridges in the red handband. And let's talk about Doom.
Yeah, Doom comes here, has won 5 out of 6 tournaments. They are, of course, the favorite to win. The number 4 seed coming in, Brick Squad, the number 8 seed coming in. Brick Squad beating Crisis this morning in an amazing game to move on to the semifinals here against Doom. You know, I think this will be a great match. I think Brick Squad did their homework on Crisis to play this morning. I foresee Doom just doing what Doom does.
I don't think so. I think Brick Squad's going to win this. You know, they rely a little bit more on Justin Payan. I would say they've always relied on Justin Payan to start it out. That he's throwing, he gets 1 or 2 or 3 people out first, and then Vince and Nate close it out. But Payan's been a bit tired. You can see him. He's kind of in that football, but I'm not ready stance. You
He's
know, like
always there.
Coach
He's
put me
always in that stance.
You know, actually, for
He's
those
saving all his energy.
Oh, okay. He's like a volcano.
Yeah,
I got
just
it.
like
He's
yeah,
dormant.
just holding it all together until it's time.
And then for those of you at home, if you little fun fact for all the kiddies at home. Justin Payan is actually the son of Andrew Luck, who plays for the Indianapolis Colts. And if you Google that, you'll see what I'm talking about.
It's just his melon head that looks the same, I think.
He's not a dinosaur, kids. He's a real person. All right? No, I talked to him yesterday. He was like, ah! So, but hey, you know what's interesting? Let's talk about Doom's mindset. They are definitely the team, unfortunately, that they do have their followers, they do have their fans, but a quick little anecdote. A little kid went up to Payan yesterday. This is actually a true story. And he said, are you guys the team that has won the past 5 out of 6? And Payan said, yes. And he says, I'm going to be cheering for you. And Payan actually looked at the kid and said, you're probably the only one. And that was actually a true story. That's not for joke or fodder. And it really kind of, it's not that people don't respect him. It's that in any game, you know, you watch the Patriots, any team that just keeps winning and winning in a dynasty, or maybe the Warriors right now, it's the team that you love to hate just because it's an ADD, DDD, ADHD society, and people like change.
You know what? I can empathize with Doom. Same thing happens to us on Pop That.
Yeah.
When you're one of the top teams all the time, everyone gets tired of seeing you win.
Right.
But you know what?
How do you deal with
so
that?
What?
How do you deal with that?
You keep winning.
Yeah.
We have a comment for Pop That. We call it crickets, because when we win, nobody cheers, because no one wants us to win. That is why I definitely have a Jiminy Cricket tattoo on my wrist
to commemorate
Pop That. That's why Jiminy Cricket is there.
That's great.
All right, so back to Doom and Brick Squad. Brick Squad's been here before.
Yeah.
They are definitely no stranger.
Oh,
If you are new to this sport, Doom is in the purple, Brick Squad is wearing the light blue and the green.
That is correct. And let's talk about how you play if you're just tuning in. You're watching the Ultimate Dodgeball Championships presented by Sky Zone. I want to give a shout out to Savage as well. Savage, great provider of apparel. Lawrence, John Sakach Company, Eddie Kane Steel, and of course USA Dodgeball. Check out USA Dodgeball, www.usadodgeball.com.
All right, we're ready for this first game here. Best out of 5, 3-minute matches.
That's Jeremy Lapierre rocking the hat. Look at that, man. He's like a Beastie Boy. All right, here comes the opening rush. Nice slide there. Ish Blanco, wait a sec. Oh, does he go for the shot? No, he pulls it back.
Oh, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised.
Wow.
I'm a little bit surprised. By the way, any part of the body counts. This is headshots. I know in 6th grade, you kind of got a hug after. There's no hugs here. There's no hugging.
There's no hugs. Just
Ultimate
get off the
Dodgeball.
court.
That's right. We got Sean Wheeler calling the plays. Doom, actually, kind of interesting. They came back down 0-2 to the Ducks. So never count them out. They've been to the big dance many times. At this point, they should probably sponsor the dance, I think.
They might should. They probably should.
Nice
maybe
pump
when they
fake.
get too
Ooh.
old to play, they'll sponsor the dance.
Yeah, right? You guys come take my job. All right? All right, here we go. There's Nate Kreider, member of the U.S. men's national team, actually a co-captain with Vince. Vince told me to remind, I said earlier it was just Nate. Vince said, yeah, I'm co-captain as well. So sorry about that, Vince.
Vince said, I'm here too.
Yeah, I'm a person.
I do that too.
I'm the formula. There
Ish
we go.
Blanco there with a throw. You know, Brick Squad looking very methodical in this.
Yeah, very methodical because they know. Oh, is that a headshot or did he dodge that? I guess he did. We got 8 refs down there, so we leave it in their hands.
Wow, this is really a chess match right now.
Cross shot by Cole.
So Doom down early by 2. Plenty of time, 1:30 left.
There we go. Nice reply, nice rebuttal. Sean Wheeler pushing the line. This is kind of like Vietnam or just any other war. You want to control that center line. Oh, is there a call on that? What are we talking about here, Jimmy?
Kelly was called out, but I'm not sure why.
Really?
Oh, they're fixing.
Oh, that's right. These are the new fusion courts. They have 30% less calories than the older courts. They're also less thick, so people don't get their foot stuck. I remember one time I jumped up, went right through. Did I say through? No, I didn't mean through. But these fusion courts are fantastic. Fantastic. They're very smooth. You should check out one of your local sky zones. There's almost 200 in the United States. And in fact, last year in 2017, there was over 20 million jumpers. That's 40 million feet.
Way to do the math, Dave.
Yeah, well, you know, it takes 2 to
got great
tango.
math.
Yeah, thanks. I teach math. 2 + 2 is potato salad. All right, so what are we looking at here? You're looking at the best of 5. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Aren't you guys so glad we're back?
Oh, man. No, come on.
Yeah,
Come on, be humble. We are so happy to be a part of this. I'm telling you, my wife is like, no, come on. This is great. You found purpose in life.
Oh, man. All right.
Purpose,
so
purpose.
2 out on Doom. Kelly's not out. They were just fixing the mats, I guess.
Thank goodness.
We're going to reset here.
Super catcher, definitely a closer. We've got Dave Bridges, Big Daddy.
Doom not hitting many shots right now.
No, they're not. And that might be fatigue might play a factor. No, seriously.
They've only played 1 game.
No, but they've been playing the whole tournament. The thing about it is they're all incredibly the top athletes out here. But, you know, Ish has moved from Utah. He went back to Santa Monica. There's a bounce shot right there. Justin Pyan had an
Great
arm
shot
injury
by Pyan there.
about 6 months ago.
Another shot by Pyan.
But he's doing great. He's doing great.
He looks like it.
Yeah. I mean, one thing about Justin, he handles pressure.
Oh, Justin Pyan hit.
Well,
2, 3.
there's nothing to do there. I mean, he dodged and then he got hit in the rump.
That was like a 2. That was like
That's
a
a rump
2
shot.
for a 3 for 1. I think there was 2 balls thrown. 1 hit Pyan and then hit Ish, and then I think Vince was out on his own.
Yeah, you know, it's a game of angles, refractories, a lot of RE words. Do your math, kids. Key to the universe. You want to play dodgeball, you got to do your math because it's all geometry. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I can hear you better now. I move up Dave's microphone.
All right.
All right, so Brick Squad takes that first game 1-0. You know, I'm really missing Brick Squad's jerseys right now. The gray was so good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You like the smooth gray.
Yeah, that
I like
smooth gray
big
was-
fan of Dorian gray, perhaps. All right, so here we go. There's a counter by Nate. That's what he does, but Nate got hit. Now, was that a reflection off Nate? Nate gets just sidles.
So Justin is saying it Pine is saying right there, smiling.
He's
hit him
smiling.
in the foot and then caught because
He's like, dude, hey, I'm
like,
not
"It
leaving the
actually hit
court.
me and
I
I
just
caught
want
it."
to. I want to just chill, man.
they're going to let the refs figure it out.
It's got to be a catch because instantly it was in Payan's hands, and if they called Nate out, it must have hit his foot to begin with. So yes, I guess it was a catch.
Reset here. It was a catch. Doom with 4 balls.
There's a
Yikes.
pump fake by Cole. Long shot over there by Wheelin' Dealer, the
Yeah.
ball master.
Wheeler doing
Sean
a really
Wheeler.
good job of dodging those.
Here we go, coming up with the pump fake, number 3. All right, I'm predicting Wheeler's going to throw. No, it's a 5. Oh, Cole had an amazing catch to turn things around last year when Doom was playing TC Boosh.
Nice throw there. That curve.
That was weird. Pick a sport, buddy. I think he kind of like kicked it. Kind of weird.
I think
You
you're just
know?
trying to get away from it, and you can't.
This isn't CrossFit, okay? Oh, nice shot. Good block by Nate. One thing Nate does is he gets his feet all the way back.
Yeah, those long legs need to get out of the way somewhere.
Oh,
Ooh, nice counter there by Sean Wheeler.
That's
was huge.
That's huge. Wheeling and dealing, man. It's a ball sale. And Sean's throwing. Let me tell you.
Nice out there by Ish Blanco.
Oh, wait a second. Ish, yeah, Ish closes, man. Ish is a tennis pro. Must be a good racket. So we've got here 2-2. We're looking at 147 left in the match.
Nate was.
It's like, come on, dude, give me the
Nate,
ball. What are you
no.
doing?
Oh yeah, he's mad about the ball. Also the fact that Ish just got out on 1 ball. But Ish did not throw the ball over to his teammate. He just left it there in the corner right by the ref. So you're welcome, teammate.
Yeah,
Use
I know.
1 ball.
Ooh,
Deal with it.
Ooh, here we go. Wait a second. Are we looking at an early lead here? Let's see. What do we got here?
Yeah, we might be.
Yeah. All right.
Nate looks real comfy though, per usual.
Brandon Kelly. Let's see if they talk it out here. Usually they do some kind of signal. Now that was a delayed shot. Brandon went first, and then Sean. Nice block by Brandon. Usually what I'll do is when I team throw, I'll have the weaker person count it first because they tend to throw first, and then you get the follow through. There's another cross shot. Nate, just an excellent cross shotter.
Nate.
Wow, Sean Wheeler has been taking over. Sean Wheeler, basically him, I would say he's the one that got him to the semis. No disrespect, but he has just taken the mantle and running with it all the way to the kitchen. We got some fans out there. We got Crisis. There's Giovinkos. Let's see. We have a random lady. Hi, random lady. By the way, if you're interested, you can check all this out at ultimatedodgeball.com for stats, facts, and figures. Lucas does a lot of that. Thank you, Lucas. Also, check out www.usa.com. Get some swag. Get some apparel.
Wait, USA Dodgeball, you mean?
Yeah, God bless you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so here we
All
go.
right, so Brick Squad has a, wow.
Nice kill there.
Goodness.
Nice toe tapper by Sean.
This is do or die for Doom right now
And
because
see,
they have
you know what
to win this game.
Yeah, and you know what Sean's doing great is he's jumping up. Doom is so accurate. They're going for the toes. Going for the toes, and Sean's just jumping up, and then he's countering, and he's cleaning house. Okay, this is going to fall on Justin Payan right here. Watch Justin Payan, the curve shot. Look
Nice
at that.
hit. You can't get away from that.
Well,
He
has
has to move to the left,
He has to move
not
to the left.
right.
That's it. He's just got to move to the left. All right, here we go. Here comes his shot. I don't think Brandon's going to throw. Watch Sean Wheeler. Oh, there's the counter. Counter by number 2.
Yeah, Sean Wheeler's done right there in your right corner on Brick Squad, doing a really good job of countering on those throws.
So he's getting him to pump fake. There's the high shot. Ooh, head shot. Oh, wow. Justin does what he does best, man. Closes things out faster than the future of Kmart. Well, Walmart's taking over. Shop smart. Shop S-Smart.
If Doom wants any 3 players in the court, I think it's these 3 as far as it comes to accuracy.
Oh, see, he that was interesting. That was off.
Yeah, it was a little.
Brandon actually went to the right.
Here, Payan, try again.
Yeah. Hey, Payan. Hey, Andrew Luck's son. Give it a shot. You're not a dinosaur. It's just
he
the clothing.
he didn't miss that one.
Oh, no.
And if Nate stays up high enough, he could get that ball back. And Nate's staying up to that line, if you don't know.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
They are
very
not
good
going
job by
down.
Nate.
They are not going down. This is what they do. They come back. They get fired up.
Wow, Doom takes that 3rd game. So it's 2-1. Doom has to win the next 2 games to move on. Brick Squad, if they win this next game, they will move on.
Yes, there's Vince Marchbanks, a.k.a. the Formula. You don't want to make him mad. I've hit Layla Marchbanks, as I've said in previous commentaries, and because she plays as well. Vince has Vince destroys me.
Yeah, don't hit Layla in the face. He'll destroy you after.
Yes.
He doesn't care.
Vince is just a great, great guy. And it's funny, he's got a great sense of humor. Nobody can gif like Vince.
That's true.
I swear,
Vince
dude.
has
If I
great
get one
gifts.
more dancing tomato from him, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
All right, opening rush here. 2-1 Brick Squad up against Doom in the purple.
There's Big Daddy, number 69 over there, putting some pressure on. I noticed they bounce back really quick, though. Shouldn't they be controlling the line a little bit?
You know, yes, if that's their strategy. But they also, by staying up high, playing out early.
Is Payant out? Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
Vince with a big throw on Wheeler, but Wheeler doing a great job of getting out of the way,
That's
up
what he
the wall
does.
like a little Spider-Man.
Oh, he's like a 10-foot tall, like spider monkey. You know, it's like a spider monkey in a building had a baby.
Oh boy.
Nice shot.
Doom getting a little
Exactly. Every
impatient.
time Doom is going low, they need to stop going low on Sean Wheeler.
Yeah, they're getting a little. Vince is getting a little impatient.
Oh, through the legs. Nice, Vince. No, Vince, you're not out. You're good. Are you out? Okay, sorry, Vince.
Guess
Drive
you're
through.
out, Vince.
I
Carry on.
didn't think he got carry on.
So Doom has to win. They're up. They're down by one player right now.
Okay, there's a kill right there. There's another kill
Wow,
right there.
now they're up by one.
Here we go.
There's a minute 55 left, so plenty of time left here for this game.
This is interesting. This is going to go to 5 because you know what? Cole and Ish can close. So can Nate. They've all had to close at different times.
This is what makes Doom so good.
Now here's Brandon Kelly. Brandon Kelly, formerly from the Shooters. He had to go for the catch. Nate Kreider took him to Outville.
Risky.
Nate Kreider, man, such composure. Co-captain of the U.S. men's national dodgeball team. Also with Vince, not the Albatross, but the Formula.
The new name.
Right, his uncle was so mad at him. Why you call me an Albatross? Why you call him my boy an Albatross? Well, he's got a wingspan. Nate's like, no, that's okay. I'll eat later. That's fine. No, just make it snappy when it's ready.
Oh my God. Okay, so we have Brick Squad with 2 games, Doom with 2 games. This is best of 5. This is the game.
This is it. This
the
is what
winner
we're
of this
here
game
for.
will go on to the finals. A 3-minute match. At the end of the match, it comes down to numbers. If it's tied with numbers, we go to sudden death overtime.
Geraldine Pierre close up. Geraldine Pierre. Ooh.
Wow, Vince taking.
Ish, don't mess with Ish's forearms. That's a tennis pro right there. I just had like a monkey grip on that.
Yes, Ish is actually a tennis instructor.
That's right.
In LA.
That's right.
That's what he does.
So if you want to deal with love, deal with Ish. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here comes the, nice swing. I'm expecting the sides, David, Big Daddy, to throw, but why do you have to mix it up? Why is that important?
Because it makes you more unpredictable. You're not so predictable. I know Pyan's throwing. Oh, Vince is throwing. I thought for sure Pyan was throwing on that one.
Yeah, well, Pyan might be getting a little tired there. And Vince is ready to take the helm. Oh,
wow, Wheeler doing a great job. He
wow.
let Pyan pass it off and then said, oh, well, I'll
this
I'll
is
take
huge.
that
This has got to
too.
be a kill right there. That's going to cost him. That's going to cost them. Their aim has been fantastic. And there we go. What did I tell you? Their aim has been fantastic.
Nate's aim has been fantastic
well,
as well.
Yeah. I think Nate sleeps with one of these balls.
Nate, fun fact, Nate does throwing practice throughout the week. Depending on how many leagues he plays in, depends on how often he throws. But he has a throwing schedule. He has a carpet on his wall by his apartment.
Really?
And yes, he
No
throws.
kidding.
Yes, he sent it.
Wait. That's a bad move. That's a bad move.
Whoa, nice
did Wheeler
hit by
get hit on
Vince
that?
there.
Oh, this
Wheeler
is,
got hit
here
as
it happens.
well.
Here it goes.
Here it is again.
Yeah, Brick Squad making it to the Final Four for the first time ever. They've made it to the top 8 before, but this might be as far as it's going to go.
Ref's making a little boo-boo right there.
Hey, boo-boo. How about a picnic biscuit? Yeah, okay, what about the Ranger? Forget the Ranger. I want to play dodgeball.
Here we go here, reset, 4 against 1, Doom up, do or die. How much time is left? A minute 30 left.
Oh, yeah, this is over. This is over. Nothing personal, but, I mean,
Oh,
look
boy.
out. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Wham!
There it is.
Shot to the heart.
My goodness
You're to
gracious.
blame. Vince gave love a bad name.
Doom again, moving on to the finals for the 7th time?
The Chinameth time.
The 100th, millionth time. So Doom beat, sorry, we have a guy
Is
in
that
my
the voice
head.
in
It's
your
cutting-
head?
Cutting me off.
He said, we're going to wait.
I can't talk and think all at the same time. A great job to Brick Squad. Going up 2-0 against Doom. They had a chance.
You can't talk and think of that. How do you exist?
I don't know. I'm pretty smart too.
Hey Vanna, can I buy a word? Because I can't talk
listen
and think.
and talk
Yeah,
all
you
at
can't
the same
listen
time.
and talk at the
There
same.
it is.
There it
Listen,
is. Okay.
I'm processing and talking. It's
The
a
big
lot
one's
of work.
the big one's the sun.
You know what, Dave? Fourth day with you, my brain's a little mushy. All right? I've been corralling a kitten for 4 days.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
When we're here. I was reading
when
the chat.
stars suddenly appear,
I was reading
you
the
are
chat.
near. We can't drink beer.
Hey, I shout out to Brick Squad. Very good job.
Good job, Brick
up
Squad.
2-0 against Doom, but Doom just. Dave, I said Doom does what Doom does.
Doom does what Doom does.
Was
They
I
do
lying?
the dangerous, dynamic, and determination of dodgeball. The 4 Ds. And let me tell you, hats off to Brick Squad. Every year they've gotten better. This game waits for nobody.
Nope.
And so they're coming up. They're a little younger overall than Doom. If they played again next year, I'd take Brick Squad. Or Justin, get in shape.
I'll just wait till next year.
Yeah. But hey, let's give it props. Doom, you've definitely earned it, you know? You're the team that people, a lot of people want to see lose, let's be honest. And it's nothing personal. It's that when you're at the top, man, you know?
All right,
So,
we're going to go down to Jake, who's with Mr. Nate Kreider from Doom.
there we go.
The actual Nate Kreider, co-captain of Doom. Uh-oh. And you guys just pulled out. You came from a 2-0, like behind 2-0, and but you did what Doom does.
I mean, when our backs are against the wall, we try to respond, right? Like, because that's why it's a 5-game set. So you can't, so 2 games doesn't knock you out. So we went down 0-2 to a great team. We refocused. We saw the mistakes they were making. We talked real quick between games, and then executed our game plan 3 games in a row and pulled it out.
This is going to sound weird, but how do you keep it so fresh after so long? This is your 6th UDC. You have 5 championships under your belt, and usually people see you and then you do this, but you guys keep just evolving with the game and with the teams.
Yeah, so we just try to, we try to push the game further, right? Because when we first started, it was our walk to the finals was a little bit easier. Than now, every match is a huge match because teams are evolving and getting so much better and so much better, and so it pushes us to try to stay a half step ahead. And we used to be a couple steps ahead. Now we're just maybe and again, we got beat, on our qualifier by a great TUDA team. So we just need to try to keep pushing the envelope and changing the game.
Well, depending on how the next game goes, you might have an opportunity to rematch with TUDA.
Yes, that's exciting. Those are some of my favorite players. I really love that team very much, and I would love it to be an all Torrance final and see my friends in the final.
All right. Nate Kreider, ladies and gentlemen, he's got to go get ready for the finals.
Yes, geez Louise. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
Dave's dancing. Here we are. We're back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
I don't know if they can hear the music or not,
It's
but
the Swolgers.
Dave's dancing to that music. All right, so yeah, the end of our first semifinal. Doom takes that. Coming up next, we have TUDA and where they start at? Where'd Swolgers start at? Let me look here. The 22nd seed out of 27 teams, the Swolgers.
But they came out like a flying brick, basically like of NASA. If you're trying to dodge the space shuttle, they came out 1-5 yesterday. Sorry. Look where they're at, man. These guys are the guys you want to cheer on. I mean, this is the underdog,
They
a
are
true
the
underdog
if you want an
story.
Underdog, I would say
The Swolgers. I mean, they're 50% swole, 50% soldier. They're buffed. The last thing you would expect to see, you don't see like The Rock pitching, and it's for a reason. It's because usually that's like this big,
Right.
Doesn't play dodgeball. And why not?
I don't know, Dave. I don't even know where you're going
Because
with
you build
this.
up lactic acid. If you're like super buff, and what happens is the Rock after 2 or 3 pitches, he needs another protein shake.
Have you interviewed him on this?
The Rock?
Yeah.
Name The Rock, he wouldn't dodge a ball. Maybe the pebble.
What about TUDA? Let's talk about TUDA.
I love TUDA.
I love
I
TUDA.
play with most of the players. I play with Alan and Micah and Mick every Friday at the Verdugo Rec Center out in Burbank. So if you want to play against the best of the best, come on down, and we'll destroy you. And that was TUDA right there. There's the Swolgers. Part soldier, part swole. It's the Swolgers. And let's go down the names for the Swolgers. We have Logan Redder, Daniel Vincent, Justin Redder. They're brothers. Aaron Lambert, Kyle Femster. I didn't even mention his name. I think I put him on another team's name. He came up to me this morning. He's like, hey, yeah, I played yesterday. So Kyle, good to see you, man. We'll be talking about you. Caleb Heller, Chance Foley, and Colton Zabolotny.
Wow.
Hey, Zabolotny.
You know what? I'm really glad they had that spelled out, sound out there for you.
Hey, Zabolotny, forget about it.
Favor.
Yeah. All right. So we got about 5 minutes for court repair. So let's
I love
go.
how, Dave, you literally tell people what we're being told, even though you don't
say
really
something.
have
Hey,
to, like,
you guys say something, and then I'll say
it.
what you're saying.
Dave literally tells.
I'm really craving a Circle right now. You should go to Circle
I'm so happy
K.
Dave's not eating right now.
What's that? Never pick a
And
wife
eat.
beater shirt. Okay, gotcha.
Never
All
pick
right.
and eat. You guys should see Dave's microphone right now. It's quite the scene. It kind of looks like
What's your
like
Victor
you ate
vector?
with it. You know?
Hey, we should be all serious. Like, all right, up next.
How boring would that be?
We've
Do
got-
you guys have any questions? Because I'm watching the chat. Yes, I am, Will Buck.
Will Buck.
Any questions?
Will Buck played for TC
Lee
Bush.
1712. There's your shout out. What else?
1712.
I'm just gonna keep going here.
Is there
it is free to
1,702 Lees?
There's a question if there's no tickets. There's no tickets to get in here and watch. If you
It's
want to come
free.
down to Orland Park, Sky Zone, come down and watch.
you don't
We're
have
here.
to. You don't
It's
have to pay
free.
money like
Walk
that
on in.
dodgeball thing they're doing in New York right now. You can come in for free. So let's go over the
Thank you, Dominic. We love you too.
Yeah, let's go over to the. Thank you, Dominic. And your crops be plentiful. Let's go to the to the. We've got Micah Smith. We have Alan Alvaro.
He's memorizing this. So
What do you
just
mean? I
be
play with
patient.
these guys.
Be
I've got
patient.
Mick to the wood.
Dave, I'll wait.
Daniel Ariano. Okay. I bet you don't think I know the other one.
Who is it?
Travion McCabe.
Did you forget any?
No, Travion McCain and Daniel.
Did you forget Xander Simos? Because I think you did.
Now, I was going to say his
100%.
name.
100%. Xander Simos. Hi, Christina, his mom. I'm sure you're watching.
Yes. Sorry, I had a red ball. I'm a little hyper here. Xander, man, he just got out of high school. He's 19. He's actually being scouted from some college and minor league farm teams. The guy has got a gun, man.
Hey, Dave, can I see what you're drinking right now? Someone wants to know how much caffeine you're drinking.
Oh. You ever seen Red Ball? Red Ball give you wings.
Or Red Bull.
Hey, let's go. How do you play the game? Let's go ahead and
All
do
right,
that.
let's do this.
All
We're going
right.
to start again, guys. How we play the game.
You got one shot.
I am
Chance
reading
to
your
grow.
chats. That's why I keep looking over.
All right, so here we go.
Before
You ready?
Dave throws
This
at
is
me.
good to pump you up, right?
Good
Get ready for
Lord.
it.
Grab that ball.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thank
Let's
you,
do
sir.
it. There we go.
So go ahead.
Okay.
You start. The ball hits me. I'm out. Dave throws at me. He thinks he's really good, and I catch it. Dave is out, and my player comes on as long as there's a player in the queue to come on the court.
That's right.
Dave, what happens if you throw at me and I block like this?
There's no pinching. That's when
So if
rubber
Dave
to rubber.
throws at me and I still block it, I'm out. Because you
That's
can't
right.
pinch when you block.
Yeah, get some wrist
Or you
exercise.
can't pinch when you throw. Apparently Dave does it this way, but
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that
got to
is
get
easier.
the nub. You kids at home, all right? Not teaching how to cheat, just
the
teaching how to
needle
work.
is easier. Yeah.
I am teaching how to cheat. Don't do that, kids. Stay in school. All right, here we go. Next one.
Block hits me in the face. I'm still out because I just did a terrible block, and I should be out. It is live off ball, so if a ball is blocked and it bounces up and his teammate catches it, it is still considered a catch, and I am safe. And Dave almost hit the camera with the ball, but we made it out of there alive. Thank goodness. What is the advantage of pinch blocking, Sam Barry? The advantage of pinch blocking is that you have a better grip on the ball, and therefore you can kind of swipe with it.
You can
I
instantly
don't have
become
a better grip on
you
the
can
ball.
instantly become Justin Payan. It has a super curve. LA Dodgeball really took to rise back in 2002, and everybody was throwing the pinch ball. They kind of banned it for a while because girls would not come anymore. The guys were just getting crazy. I remember that. So.
Yeah, so no pinching, throwing, or blocking. There was a concern earlier. We will see if it will be a concern right now. I hope not, because dodgeball is built on integrity, and that is all that we want in this sport.
Yeah, keep your eye out, though. You know, it just might be force of habit. Swolders 1-5. One of their players was ejected for pinching in the last round, yet they made it through. They swoldiered on. Soldier on, soldier on. All right, there's number 2, Xander.
Uh-oh. Someone moved the camera.
That's all right.
We don't need it right now.
Your camera, your choice, man.
Really quick, someone asked, where will the event be next year? I believe it will be here.
Well,
but
here's the thing. You know, it might be here next year. Orland Park does a great job. They've only been open for 18 months. They're a flagship one because all of the activities are actually here. We've got, of course, the tramps. We've got the freestyle jump, the warrior courses, and the warped walls. But I was talking to the manager, had a nice talk with him earlier today.
Hang on. Hold your story. We haven't started the game here.
So here we go. We're starting the first game. There's Xander with the swing shot right there, going for the Swolger. All right, Swoldier's moving up. Pump fake right there. Ooh.
How do you feel about these two teams, Dave?
Oh, I think it's Tuda, definitely. Oh, wait a second, down goes Xander. But here's the thing, this is the first time Tuda has ever been here, and they have such a young team. The only experienced members are Travion McCain and Daniel Arieno. Down goes
with an out right there.
But they are all baseball players. Tuda.
Yeah, look for Daniel there, left side, number 8 in red for Tuda. I guess it's a maroon.
Wow.
That lefty curve is pretty good.
You have no idea
how to deal with it. I don't know what's better, his curve or his hair. Daniel always has great hair.
Yeah, Allen tried to grab it.
Ooh, 2 outs there for Tuda.
To the outline, apparently.
And the 2 former Team Black players left in for Tuda.
And that makes sense because they've had the most experience.
Ooh, nice shot there.
Ooh, great shot. We're looking at 158, plenty of time left for those at home. You've got 3 minutes.
A nice shot there by Aaron Lambert.
Nice shot by Lambert.
There is plenty of time left, 1:38.
Number 6,
a fast
Logan
game.
Redder, just doing a great job in the right, holding down, serve, if you will. Logan Redder, number 6, great corner. He's going for it, he's going for it. Here we go.
No, stay back there, Daniel. You don't need that.
Oh, I can feel the excitement. Let's see if they do with the double throw. Wins goes for single, almost got him. Wait a second, is that gonna, no, that's safe.
No, it's safe. It bounced up a little bit on the
watch
tramp.
watch this curve on Daniel. Unreal, boom.
There it is. Ooh.
Oh,
nice.
yeah, that's definitely an out. There's another one, look at
Another one.
This is what Daniel does.
Yeah,
the Curvatron, the Curvinator. Is that a swing? Oh, he's going for,
he
pump
moved
fakes.
to the wrong side on that dodge. He got lucky.
Oh my gosh, we've got ourselves 1 minute left on the clock. We've got Daniel Arieno, there's a curve, boom.
Ooh.
Look what he does.
Very good job there by Daniel to close out that game.
This is what he does. Unbelievable. All right, here we go.
All right, so Tuda is up 1-0 against Swolders. This is best out of 5, 3-minute matches. Winner of this goes on to the finals to play for the grand prize.
Just amazing. All the players from Tuda, they bonded over playing Fort Face. Oh, Fortnite, what a kill. Down goes number 1.
Was that Xander? I missed it. Was it Xander? Travion?
Xander, you can't stop what's inside you.
All right.
Yeah, not Fort Face, Fortnite, guys.
No, Fortnite. Yeah, okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, all right.
Guys, Dave's old.
Yeah, thanks. My 5-year plan is don't die, all right? Here we go.
And wear sweatpants.
That's right. Here's a swing shot there. That's Anthony Carmona. Guy is smooth as silk. All right, there's a nice pump fake by number 7. He switched things up. Redder not in the corner.
Travion getting mad about his throw and not worrying about the catch.
Yeah, Travion, you got to be in the moment, man. Travion's been to the dance before. He's been to the Elite 8. Nice pump fake right there.
Nice dodge there by Xander, just getting his feet up there.
Colton Zabalotny on the far side there.
You know, I was down on the court during the quarters when Lucas was commentating.
Yeah.
I don't hear Tuda talk that much. I don't know if I missed it.
No, they don't.
I don't know how they know who's throwing.
They're very soft-spoken. In fact, I think it's Daniel. No, Daniel's very soft-spoken. Well, I don't know who's talking it up out there.
I think Daniel was talking, but I never heard anything. Sometimes they just walk up. I wonder if they have like a rank of who's going to throw. Like if someone has a ball. I don't know.
Nice cross
I'm not
shot.
sure. I think Daniel's going to call it right now, though.
Okay.
Oh, no. Anthony just called it.
Here we go.
Ooh,
it's a
nice
numbers game
shot.
right now. Nice cross shot attempt by Zabalotny. There's another shot. Oh, bad decision. Bad decision by the Soldiers. Here comes
All
the
three of
triple
us.
shot.
Ooh,
Oh.
They only threw one. Ooh.
Wait a second.
Oh,
why is he
my
putting
goodness.
that? Okay, puts his hands up.
That is the thing that Tuda tends to do sometimes. I get a little.
Oh.
Did you not see him?
Oh, man. Did you get the license plate on that kid?
Wow. Well, it worked out for Tuda.
Allen. Oh,
Daniel's
wow.
on fire and he knows it.
Wow, making quick work. First Allen with the close court kill. Then Daniel Curvatron making easy work.
Very
God,
good. Daniel's on fire. He knows it. He's just taking shots. Might as well if you're hitting everything.
Wow. Soldiers, they're down 0-2, I believe, right now.
They are. All that hype in their last game. They got to get up again.
Stretch
get
out
some
that
energy.
lactic acid, man. There's Kale Harrell, consumer of pop chips.
Oh, yeah. The face of pop chips for this tournament.
That's right.
He didn't know.
Ooh, cross and a miss.
Wow.
Number 6, down for the count.
That was a great play there by
Raiders
Tuda.
down. Got hit on the counter there. You know what? This is really, the teams that are friends outside of the court and play together, they're always will have a super advantage because they trust each other. There's buy-in.
Yeah, there's a family aspect there of trust.
And they'll counter for each other.
Yeah, it's a protection thing on the counters and the catches. If that was like Azalea Donche laying out yesterday for Brianna, for Brianna's out. That's a great play for your team, but just a great play for your teammate.
Right.
So 3 balls here for Swolders. Let's see if they can get an out here.
They're gonna need some heavy destruction from Zabalotny. Number 5, you're gonna see in the white headband. We're looking at 2 minutes, plenty of time on the clock.
Gosh,
down
Daniel's
shot
throw.
by Daniel. Has he missed anything?
I don't think so.
Counter right there. Allen moves right up into the corner in front of Daniel, and Daniel knows he's gonna move back. There's definitely a trust issue.
There's 1:43 left, plenty of time.
Yeah, they really trust each other too, though.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time in the Elite Dodgeball League playing together, getting used to each other. I know we mentioned it before.
Oh my gosh.
Daniel.
You know, right now I'd say player of the playoffs so far is definitely Daniel, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, to the added, wow.
Oh
Holy.
Dude,
Daniel, does your back hurt? Carrying everybody right now.
What has Daniel been doing? I mean,
and his hair still looks good.
Yeah, he was good in the off season, but dear precious baby Jesus.
Very good job by Tuda. Very good job by Swolders. But honestly, Tuda just way too powerful for Swolders.
Wow.
And Daniel way too powerful for everybody else on that court.
Okay, can you grab that ball, Brittany?
So,
I want to
yes, I
demonstrate
can.
what Daniel does here.
So Tuda takes that 3-0
3-0
over Swolders, which means this is a final I thought it would be if it matched up the way it should as far as seeding. Tuda and Doom are in the finals playing for that prize of $50,000.
Yes.
Dave, what do you want to show them about
Well, I
Daniel's
wanted to talk about how does Daniel just get people out so amazingly efficiently? You know, he's like a hybrid or something. So what he does, you want to square up with me, shoulder to shoulder?
Sure.
All right, let's pretend we're at the junior prom here and nobody's talking to each other.
Yeah, and I'm not touching you.
You're like 50 feet away,
yeah,
right?
No touching involved.
Right?
Yes.
All right, so what's happening here is normally when you're going to go ahead and throw, you're throwing directly at the person and their shoulders are squared so they're ready to receive, clamped down.
Right.
Okay? What Daniel's doing is he's bringing it at a curve. And if you don't rotate, and usually you're going to have to rotate your hips first and then your shoulders to be right there. So you'd have to first rotate your hips. That's one move. Thank you. And then you'd have to rotate your shoulders, and then
There it is.
so it's difficult. The best way to play Daniel is to already be ready in that position. So you're going to want to cheat just a little bit.
All right, let's get down. Thank you, Dave, for that. Let's get down to Mick to the Wood from To the with Jake Mason.
That's right. I'm here with Mick to the Wood, and you guys just got in the finals.
I'm blown away that we're here. You know, we're just some small team coming from Van Nuys, Torrance. You know, we didn't expect this. Nobody knows who we are, and we're here to make a name for ourselves.
Yeah, I know who you are, and I knew that you guys would have a really good showing. I was there at the qualifier in Torrance, and you took out Doom in Torrance, and now you're going to the finals against Doom. 5-time championship team Doom.
Oh, we are so ready. You know, I love those guys, but it's unfortunate that they have to go home tonight.
And you guys practiced together a lot for this. I saw pictures on social media. You guys were practicing together. How's that gonna is that gonna give away your strategy or what?
You know, we practice every Sunday night, and definitely, you know, it helped them learn a lot about us, but it also helped us learn a lot about them. You know, they've been doing this a lot longer than us, and, you know, we're fresh into this. We got young guys, and we're just going to push through it, you know.
They have the age and the experience, but you have the youth, and they all have their cartilage still. So I think you guys are going to do a good job.
This is our home. This is where we started. Trampolines. Sky Zone's where we started. We're going to end it there.
That is amazing. I am really looking forward to this. I can't wait. Tuda and Doom in the championship match. The 6th UDC, 7th. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. This is going to be amazing. I'm so excited, as you can tell.
I'm excited. 2 teams from Torrance. We're taking it.
Best Coast.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jake Mason, talking to Mick to the Wood, the inspiration for To the apparently.
Captain. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's time. That's right. It's time for the championships, where the teams are going to crush it. Woo! Did we sound break on that?
Did you hear all that?
Did I sound break that?
I still hear your can trickling down. I don't even know where that went.
Let's see who's going to take over. I'm excited.
Oh, look what we have here. We have the trophy
can we take
man.
a look? Can you bring the trophy over here for a second?
It's as big as
it's
my head.
It's like a Stanley Cup. Okay, there's a choice. All right. This is Morris, by the way. Thank you, Morris. Morris, you want to say hi?
Thank you,
America.
Morris, trophy man.
All
so
right.
let's see. Who are the names on here? Oh, wait. Let me see. I think I can read one word. Doom, 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 Doom. Team Awesome, Doom. How'd I do?
That was awesome. 1 cup to unite us all.
1 cup. I'm not even going to go there. I'm stopping.
Hey, Morris, you want to take this here?
All right. We
There.
saw it. That thing's heavy.
That is heavy, man. It's like a small baby.
I wish they could pour stuff in it and drink out of it when they win. That'd be way more exciting.
I remember, do you remember lawn gnomes? People would steal lawn gnomes and then take photos and leave them on their door of the gnome. They took them traveling, like, hey, I stole your gnome, and now it's at
Is that what
Six
you did?
Flags.
Did you do that?
All right, moving on. We've got the finals here. We're looking at To the, and apparently To the stands for the prepositional phrase to the finals.
Liar.
To the finals or in the finals?
Yes, they are the finals, but that's not what it stands for.
All right,
for
it
Mick
stands
to the Wood.
to the Wood, Mick to the Wood. That's right, Mick to the Wood, great guy. He does a lot of video editing. He's got his own drone now. Nice job, Mick. So we'll be replaced by drones at some point. Right now, though, let's get into the game. What are you laughing? I'm trying to be important.
Reading the chat, and I'm not listening to you. I'm reading
What
the
did
chat.
chat say?
Someone wants to know if they can get coverage of the Sky Zone employee that has to pick up your can. I don't know. Who's down there doing that? I have no idea.
Hey, man, everybody wants their Andy
You're
Warhol
welcome.
time. We feel very fortunate to be doing this. If you get a chance, check out USA Dodgeball, www.usadodgeball.com.
Dave, here's something we haven't talked about, and someone asked a very good question. Tape. We'll get into Doom and To the in a moment. We just saw them.
Okay.
But someone asked why the guys wear tape on their hands.
A lot of sweating that goes on down there. These balls are kind of wick resistant. These are fantastic. And if you go to a regular, Walmart, pick and save, something like that, you're going to get like a $5 rubber ball. Maybe it's got Pikachu on there, something like that. It's very plasticky in its composition. What you get here with these balls, it's definitely more rubbery. They've got kind of a knurled grip. There's a lot of sweating that goes on down there. What kind of tape do you use?
I use Go Tape. actually. So Go Tape is used for CrossFitters, gymnastics, people who, participate in gymnastics.
Okay.
And I like it because it's super sticky.
Okay.
And once you put it on, and as long as your hands are dry, you get to start with your hands are dry, I'll give you that.
Right.
It'll stay on me all day. And for me too, it's if you go for a catch, there's the likelihood you're going to jam your fingers. So it also protects you from jamming your fingers. But I know most of the guys do it for the grip.
Got it. So let's talk about Tuesday here. We've got actually a all-California final. Co-captain Mick Wood. All of them reside in Van Nuys. They used to work at the Van Nuys Sky Zone. And both of these teams actually took first and second out of Torrance, California. And here we go. It's Tuesday.
Fun fact about Tuesday, they beat Doom in the Van Nuys qualifier.
And that's why I had them in Crisis actually in the finals. Doom, which was seeded 4th, and Tuesday, which was 2nd. So this is not a surprise.
No, and these two teams play against each other a lot in the Elite Dodgeball League as well. They know each other very well. They've practiced together. I've seen the pictures. This should be a very interesting game. Knowing that Doom lost to them in the qualifier.
Yes.
Do you think they're going to change anything? I think it's going to be Doom and just go ahead and do their thing.
This ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd like to give a shout out to some of our sponsors, Savage and Eddie Kane. Savage has been around since the beginning, maker of fine jerseys and apparel.
Side note, Savage made these jerseys. I do not know if they're online. Someone's asking where they can get the jerseys. If you go to savageultimate.com, they may or may not be selling them. I
would say go to Savage Ultimate or Savage Apparel.
No, Savage Ultimate.
Well,
they already told me that was what it was.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, in the actual logo, apparently it says Savage Apparel, but hey, I just work here. So, and there's a lot of camaraderie. Look at the hugging. This is great right now. Like, you wouldn't see the Denver Broncos from the AFC hugging the Patriots at the beginning. Hey, good game, you know? And both of them are playing for money. I mean, these kids right here, Xander's 19. I've had thoughts that are longer in age than Xander.
And I would come to say that Tuda is definitely, with their quality of players, their skill level, I would say they are the future of dodgeball.
They're definitely the future. It changes a lot. You definitely want to check out www.usadodgeball.com or check out the Premier 8.5 League led by Mark Acom and Jake Mason. You go to elitedodgeball.com. They're the best in the country. And so if you want to play in those leagues, you want to try out for those things, that's where you want to go. That's where it happens. This is the hub, the center of dodgeball. It has been growing. Ultimate Dodgeball was founded in 2004 by Sky Zone in Vegas.
And here we are.
It's time.
There's Mr. Vince Marchbanks with his usual Doom thing that he does, his, what do you call it? I can't think of the word right now. His ritual. There it is. The handshakes. We're here, we're ready. So, best of 5, 3-minute matches, winner takes all. These are the finals. This is what we've all been waiting for.
I can't wait, man.
This is going to be so good.
I'm vibrating. This is fantastic. Here we go. Let's see if Ish is going to hold Allen at the line. Ish with those, look at those forearms, man.
Let's see if Vince is going to hold Daniel off from sniping.
That's going to be a key matchup right there. Daniel, I think Daniel and Payan are going to be the key matchup. One of those goes down, there's some problems. There's a grip, and of course.
Early out, 2 early outs there.
Yeah, they held, Ish was not going to let go, and then he got cleaned out on the counter. There's a pump fake right there, boom. Swing shot right there, missed. Vince with the block. Vince number 9, the formula. Here comes Payan.
My goodness. Oh, nice throw there on Payan. Again, Xander moving the wrong way. Xander, go to the left. Go to the left.
Think Beyonce. To the left, to the left. Oh, low shot right there by Mike Carmona. Is that smart to play with glasses?
He does it all the time.
All right, here we go.
Whatever
here comes the
works
next
for
shot.
him.
They're up right now. Low shot by Payan. Payan respecting Carmona. There we go with Talk. Travion McCain in the right. Travion with the pump fake. There's a swing shot right there, just low. Missed Payan.
Just off the bottom.
All right, here we go. Coming up, Nate Kreider. 4. Talking up. I think Kreider's going to throw this one.
No.
Swing shot right there by Vince. Vince, when he is mad, look out, dude. Curve shot, that's what he does. Daniel trying to go for Cole, missed shot, cross shot by Vince. Vince gets a nice kill on Mike Carmona. There's a low shot right there. Daniel just taking him to the woodshed.
Nice shot
Cole
by
with the
Daniel.
dodge. Cole gets hit, it's down to Payan. Daniel's got the ball, 2 balls on the left side, 3 balls on the left side, 3 balls now over to Tuda. Here comes a pump fake, boom, boom, boom.
Wow. Great shot there by Tuda
What an
on Payan.
incredible.
Those balls were perfectly timed that they came in at Payan at the same exact time and hit him. Like that's such a hard catch to make because they're both coming in at you.
Yeah, and once Daniel did his curve business. Yeah, there we go. We got some noise. Let it rain. All right.
So Tuda up 1-0 against Doom. Doom again. I think they've been down 2-0 a lot this time. But they're like, yeah, okay.
They've been
cool,
down
great,
more
awesome.
times than a broken elevator at Trump Tower. All right, so let's move on here. All right, there's Nicholas Factorin, opening rush. Yeah, Ish is going to make that same mistake again.
Yeah, it's not really worth it.
There's a close shot. Oh,
Nice catch
yeah,
there,
you
Payan's
can't do that.
yeah,
You
fool
can't
me
throw
once.
straight solo at Payan. Payan, one of the top 20 catchers. Ooh, there's a quick shot by Nate Kreider, but nobody's throwing at Daniel for a reason. Here comes number 8. Watch his close shot on Ish. No, he goes for Vince. Just misses.
Are you predicting this game? Little prediction commentating there. Ish with a good throw there.
Nice block. I thought that was toes, but keep the ball in front. And nice shot.
Nice throw there by Vince.
Oh, dang it. There goes Daniel.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, my gosh. Close shot right there. Allen takes out Ish. It's back and forth now. This is where Doom thrives.
Yeah,
This isn't checkers, guys. This is chess. And
Very
sure
nice
enough,
throw.
making a move, closing him down.
It looked like Vince hesitated there in his throw for a second to get Anthony Carmona moving a little bit.
Yeah, that's called a pump fake. 2 minutes left. Nate Kreider, there's Cole talking it up, and Vince the formula. Expect Vince to throw in this one. There we go. Oh, close shot. Now, that was interesting because Anthony was looking at Nate.
But his body was turned towards Vince.
There
his
you go.
Body was
there you go.
turned
And that
away
goes,
from
and
Nate,
that goes,
which
that
is why
goes
Nate
back
hit
to
him in the side.
There you go. That
Yes.
goes back to squaring up.
And I think Nate, I don't know if it was talked about or not, but Nate seemed to just look and notice where his body was and the angle of his body and was able to make that play there.
Yeah.
So, as we expected, close game, 1-1, best of 5. The next 3-minute match coming up here.
And if you guys are interested in this, they do have the Tramp at all the Sky Zones. Check it out at one of almost 200 Sky Zone locations in the United States. Go to skyzone.com for locations near you.
Tuda here with 3 balls.
There's Carmona with the curve shot, baseball player.
Ish out early.
God, dude, he's got such a curve. That would be like a slider in baseball. Here comes Payan. Ooh, low shot right there. Oh, Travion.
1 for 1.
Travion's just getting out a lot, and that's hurting him.
You know, Doom's doing a good job of getting to them when they're relaxed and without balls.
Ooh, excellent
nice
shot by
throw there
Daniel.
by
Daniel has been just on. Daniel has been the most accurate thrower so far. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Daniel Arieno.
Yeah,
Okay, it's down to Nate and Cole. They know each other really well. Here's the third ball. It's a swing shot. No Jack Reacher there from
He
Anthony.
thought about it.
No, he's going
like,
to play.
no.
Man, he's going to play smart. He's going to play smart. Expect 2 balls to be thrown right here. No, just 1. We're looking at 1:58 left on the clock. There's a cross shot by Nate, backing it up a little bit, trying to press the line, but to no avail. Here comes Xander. There's a cross shot right there.
Nate with the
Xander
counter
goes
again.
down. Nate that's what Nate does.
Yeah,
he takes advantage of people out of position.
And you know what? That's his job as a corner. His job is not
Yeah.
only just to be up there pressing. His job is to counter.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're talking about him. I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Nate's job is to throw at those players on the opposite team if they're throwing at his teammates.
And hey, guys, when you throw a ball, don't just stand there and admire your throw. You got to be ready for the counter. I see that with some of the guys. Was that safe?
Yes, the call is that Anthony is safe.
Okay.
They're going to reset here. Back foot, backhand on the right. Touching the back wall.
there we
Back
go.
wall, hand and foot on the wall is how they start.
1:34 left. It's a game of numbers right now. There's tie ball game, 1-1. There's a bounce shot right there. There goes Cole.
I think unless you're moving away
3-1.
from Daniel's shot, blocking it is really not a great option.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice
Ooh,
shot there
nice
by Nate.
touch by Anthony Carmona. Here comes the swing. It's a nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. No. Put 2 on him. Put 2 on him. Here we go.
That
They've
was
got
a risky
4
shot
balls.
by
They've
Nate
got
too,
4
but-
balls. Expect 2. Expect 1 from Daniel.
I think
Probably
3.
with Carmona. Here comes the center.
Wow, nice shot by Nate
Okay,
there.
now don't let him go get that ball. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. There you go. Nice shot. There you go.
Daniel.
Excellent.
My
Excellent.
goodness.
Nate knew it was going to happen, and Daniel closed it out. His accuracy is uncanny. It is just uncanny today.
Yeah, very good job by Daniel's throwing is just
Have you ever seen a guy in a tournament be so accurate before?
not so consistently, no. You know, they'll get like what we'd say hot, right? Like they're gonna
Right.
in one game they're making kill after kill after kill, and then maybe the next game they're not. This is 2 straight games now that Daniel is on fire.
Unbelievable.
So 2 that takes that game 2-1 over Doom. It is best out of 5.
And let me tell you something. Those at home practice a lot because we're so impressed. The ball is so difficult to control. It's very light, and so it gets caught in the wind sometimes. But Daniel has a master control. Here we go, a lot of pump fakes. Expect Daniel. There we go. There's a swing. Drop shot right there. Everybody's safe, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everybody's safe. Daniel with the counter, and it leaves him with only 1 ball, and that's going to hurt him because Payan's going to hit.
Daniel, the early target there.
Of
1
course,
for 1.
of course.
That's
You
a
get
pretty
Daniel
good
out.
trade. Yeah, that was a good trade.
That is definitely a good trade. There's a swing
Second
shot.
one.
Travion again. They need him in there. He's got one of the fastest. He's got the fastest straight throw out there. Low shot.
Nice block there by Nate Carter.
Yeah, never throw at Nate solo. That's not going to work. Close shot there. Anthony Carmona, number 7, taking over the left side.
2 balls for Tuda, 3 for Doom.
Expect Payan to throw on this one.
Yep.
Swing
there
shot.
it is.
Yep. Without Daniel in the corner, that hurts. All right, here's Payan again. Close
Wow,
shot.
Payan, that turned.
Great
That
shot.
was crazy.
Great shot.
That is such a hard throw to make.
It is.
Your shoulders are turned towards the person on your right, and you turn your whole torso to go to the left.
Right. Payan does something nobody else does. He brings his arm like 40 feet behind his body and then tells his body to just figure it out.
That's why his arm hurts.
Yeah. He was actually supposed to take 6 months ago. He was supposed to take like 6 months or 3 months off. He's like,
Yeah, right.
I was
Let
like,
me take
what
a
are you at
day.
this tournament with me right now, a month later?
I'll
Like,
take,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take a week.
No, I'll take a week.
Be good.
I'll get some Excedrin. Fine. All right, here we go. We're looking at 1 minute and 30 on the clock. We're playing best of 5 for $50,000. There's a close curve shot right there by Payan, but Xander knows. He expects it. Ooh,
Go on,
lollipop, boom.
Nice look, Ish.
Down
Ish
shot.
was teed up for that
there
right
we
there.
go. There we go. Down goes Payan. We're down to 1, though. This is bad news for Allen. Allen's closed out some games in earlier rounds, but hey, watch this.
Ooh. Catching it out there.
No, that's not a catch. That is definitely not a catch.
He
Definitely
caught
not a
one,
catch.
but I
No,
don't know what
because he
happened.
did not. The way the rules work is he did not have control of the ball. The
Before
other
his-
2 balls had already hit in the wall
Got it.
several seconds after.
We're going to see it right now.
At least a second after.
Just so you guys know, if you would like to visit USA Dodgeball, you can go to usadodgeball.com or visit them on Instagram at USA Dodgeball. The call isn't out. The game goes to Doom. So it's tied again.
Yeah, you can also see us on MySpace. Tom gave us the okay.
There's no MySpace. Facebook at
Yeah,
Ultimate
there we go. That's
Dodgeball.
Layla Marchbanks, wife of the illustrious, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the formula, Vince Marchbanks.
All right, so it comes down to this game here. Final game. This is exactly what we wanted. This is all what we expected.
Every year it comes to the, every year. When
comes to
Team
Doom.
Awesome beat them several years ago, it was the 5th game. When Shooters was the 5th game. Although last year, Doom made kind of quick work of Tishley Bush, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was pretty unsuspenseful, if you
Yeah.
will. So if you're just joining us, you're watching the UDC 2018 Ultimate Dodgeball Championships presented by Sky Zone.
I think Ish is going to run for this one.
You think he is?
No, he's not. No, he's
Doom's
not.
in purple,
No, he's not.
Tuda in red. Doom
Early kill right
early
there. Now
kill.
that's what they need. They need the power of Travion McCain, formerly from Team Black.
Can Tuda take down Doom?
Watch Payan. Here's the curve. Ooh, nice counter.
Look at
And
Payan jumping.
oh, great dodge by Travion. Wait. They're going to call him out? Wait a second, wait a
They're
second.
calling Travion out?
Well, you know, it's tough from us to see at this angle.
It
I
is.
thought it was an amazing dodge. That's Jeremy Lapierre.
And generally speaking, I feel like Travion is not one of those guys that's going to play that
Oh,
off if he.
Oh, of course not.
You know?
No, 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 of course not.
So if they call him out, the refs are right. They call him out. If he's safe, he's safe. We're going to go with that.
Travion.
Refs talking about. By the way, there are 10 refs on this court.
I thought it was 8.
10. I asked Jeremy there, Mr. in the hat.
Yeah, there we go. Safe. Beautiful.
So Travion is safe.
He is so dedicated. He will drive from Long Beach all the way up to Van Nuys and West LA to play. For those of you who live in LA, you know what that's all
It's
about.
that dodgeball. Oh, they. Oh.
Swing shot, swing shot. Ooh, curve so close. Trying to take advantage. Vince, the formula moves up.
Vince missed that ball there.
Oh, wow.
Big miss there.
Here
it's
we
a
go.
chance because Daniel's going to throw.
Watch Daniel throw. Watch Daniel. He's trying, he's trying, he's trying, he's trying.
Ooh.
Yeah, Vince has got eyes locked on him. That was Allen throwing. This could take it right here to the up, 2 games to 1. Good dodge. It looks like Tuda is really in the moment right now. They are living it.
Yeah, this is their first time doing all this as a team.
Good ducking shot, safe, called off. It's Tramp.
Wow, Tuda even saying no, no, no. He's safe. That is what makes. That's what I love about dodgeball. That mutual respect
curve
is
shot
so
right there by
good.
Payan. Yes, definitely. Definitely the mutual respect.
And that's what I meant when Travion, they were questioning Travion getting hit. If he got
Watch
hit,
Daniel
I really.
to throw. Watch.
Nice hit.
Oh my
Now
gosh.
he's
Are we
out.
seeing something unprecedented
I
right
don't
here?
know. I
This
was
is
too early.
unreal.
I think
We are at
it's too-
5-3 right now. Payan almost with the catch right there.
It's Payan, Marchbanks,
This is
and
huge.
Nate.
Are you seeing what
I
I'm
am
seeing right
this,
here?
but it's.
This is unbelievable.
I'm just living in the moment, Dave,
Doom,
as you would.
winner of 5 out of 6. Doom down 2-1. We're looking at 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the pump fake curve shot right there. Did that get Vince? No.
Ooh.
Close
nice
shot. Here comes the
block
counter.
there.
Here comes the counter.
Wow, Vince.
Oh my gosh, look at Vince with the move.
Vince
Here's
with
another swing shot. Oh my gosh. There we
Xander
go,
went
Xander.
all out on that one.
Xander took out the formula. There's a close shot right there, and there goes Payan. Oh my gosh, we're seeing something unprecedented right here.
Holy
Ladies and gentlemen, the
moly.
crowd is getting crazy. This could be one of the only times in the entire history that Doom has gone
Nice
down.
hit,
Doom
Nate.
Wade takes out a shot. Here comes Nate with a bounce shot. Wait, did he call on
2
that?
against 1.
Oh my gosh,
Daniel
here we
bounced
go.
it off his knee.
Nate
This
Kreider,
is what Nate does.
co-captain of the men's national
38
team.
seconds
38
left.
seconds left. This could be the entire tournament right here. Here comes the shot. Oh my gosh, it happened.
Tuda did it.
Oh my gosh,
Very
we've seen
good
something.
job by
We've seen
Tuda.
something we haven't seen in years before. Whoa, baby, sweet Texas oranges. Tuda takes the championship, the 2018 Ultimate Dodgeball Championships. The championship is to the.
Very good job by both teams. But like we said, that was my Cinderella team. I love Doom. Those are my friends. Those are my boys. But the better team today. They did beat Doom in the qualifier, so we know it's possible. And they did it, and they proved it. And the babies, the rookies.
West Coast, apparently for this year, it's been solidified. It's been set in proverbial stone. Is the best coast for UDC. And we have 2018 champions, both teams qualifying out of Torrance Sky Zone. Unbelievable. Xander stepped up, no fear.
Xander let that thing go.
Vince for the kill. There's Micah's girlfriend, Amy, giving a lovely hug right there. Such a wonderful family. Some of these players' girlfriends and wives play on the other teams.
And I think Daniel gets MVP. His hair still looks great. Look at him.
I am just
all that work Daniel did. I'm sure his back
hey,
hurts a little bit.
Hey,
his hair looks good.
Hey, voice in my head, can you guys please pull Daniel up here? We would just love to talk to him just for a few seconds if possible. I'm sure the audience would just love to get a close-up on him and hear a couple of words from him. Okay, so courtside interview, so they'll do their job. All right.
Very good job by Tuda. Congratulations to Tuda, the 2018 Ultimate Dodgeball Champion. Our rookies, I would say our Cinderella story, even though we know how amazingly good they are.
Cinderella story.
Cinderella, you asked for it. I told you what it was.
A lot of new people, Cinderella story. A lot of green. Unbelievable.
Man.
They came out, they did what they could do.
And I think we're going to go to shortly. When we get a chance, we'll go courtside with Jake Mason to do a team interview.
I still cannot believe this, man. I can't wait to play with them at Verdugo in Burbank this Friday. I'm going to be like, I'm just going to walk out of the court when they're on the court. Unbelievable.
What do you think about the game, Dave? Overall, the game. I know you're excited for Tuda.
I thought, here's what happened. I thought Travion was not fully playing 100% mind, soul, and body for the first couple of games. And Xander was making a couple of mistakes mentally. And then when it came to the final, you know, they're all pitchers. And pitchers out of all sports, I'd say pitchers, maybe even a point guard in basketball, and definitely a quarterback in football, they love the limelight. And they took the limelight like they always do. They've become this because of their practice in these respective sports, and it's translated amazingly well to the dodgeball court.
Yeah, I think too that, you know, their accuracy today, Daniel's accuracy was ridiculous. Doom doing a really good job of maintaining it and coming back, but today, Tuda just the better team. I can see Jake Mason down there getting ready to talk to Tuda, getting them all together, making sure they look pretty. And, you know, I think that, what a great tournament, Dave.
It was a great tournament. It was just an amazing tournament.
We saw so many new teams, so many upsets, so many comebacks between the men and the women. The women's game yesterday between Air and Mood, probably one of the best games I've seen in a while. This game, one of the bigger upsets, I think, to the, but minus Travion and Daniel, everyone else, this is their first time to this tournament, the first time to the dance, and doing a great job. So we're going to go down to Jake Mason, finally, now they're all pretty, for an interview with Tuda.
We're good. We're good. Tuda, you just unseated Doom as the UDC Dodgeball champions, and now you are the new UDC Dodgeball champion. You've done what only one other team in the history of this tournament has done. I want one word from each of you on how you are feeling right now.
Poggers.
Unreal.
Surreal.
Excited. Incredible.
Pog champs.
This is great.
This is amazing. You guys, that was a real close game. It was anyone's game. You came down to 2-2. Now, I know you guys grew up on trampolines, and this is your sport, but this is your first showing on the stage at this platform. Anyone here want to speak to that experience?
Well, honestly, a lot of us started off at Sky Zone, Van Nuys, and Riverside. And thanks to the managers over there, Seth Johnson, Pat Jackson, Chris Obriones, like it was all thanks to them that we all got to play with each other like that. So huge shout out to them.
That's amazing. You guys just... Oh.
I want to give a huge shout out to Doom just for everything they've done. Like, we love them so much. You know, they've helped us practice, they've helped us train. They've definitely been a good influence for us. They've definitely been good for us.
So now that you guys have won, you guys are going to come back to reffing, right? Or is it more fun on this side? Because at home, a lot of these guys have been UDC refs in the past. Has reffing UDC actually helped your team strategy? You were a ref for a couple years, Alan. Go for it.
Yeah. You've seen different teams, different strategies. You just got to adjust to how other teams play, like we did against Kill the Comp. We knew they would come out firing, and we just got to take it slow against them. Thanks to Doom, we learned all that patience.
This has been absolutely amazing. One more thing before we go back to Dave and Brittany. What are you going to do with all your money?
Spend it. Can I give one more shout out? Hey, can I give one more shout out? Shout out to Dave's Ducks for teaching me how to be a good corner. That's honestly for real. They taught me how to do a lot, and thanks to them.
We got major influences in this. Major influences in this.
Team Daniel. Shout out to Team Daniel.
Good job, you guys. Is there anything else you want to say before we cut out? Anybody? To our new UDC Ultimate Dodgeball champs. They unseated Doom. They are just sweaty, and we're going to cut back to Dave and Brittany. This is amazing. Good job, you guys. Congrats. Okay, now.
All right, we are back. If you're interested in checking these things out, go to ultimatedodgeball.com or www.usadodgeball.com. I'm David Benedetto.
I'm Brittany Masso. If you would like to, because Dave doesn't know about, social media, you can check them out on Facebook at Ultimate Dodgeball, on Instagram at UDodgeball, or on tomorrow, actually, Snapchat will be posting the full story. This voice in my head is really bugging me. I can't talk when they're talking. Or on Snapchat at Sky Zone TV to see the full story from the entire weekend. They'll be posting it tomorrow. I'm Brittany Masso. This is Dave Benedetto. Congratulations again to Tuda. They take home the grand prize. That's all I got, Dave.
Take care, buddy, and mahalo.
It's been fun. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
We love everything about dodgeball, from pace of the game, the height. You really never know what to expect out of a certain team. You never know what to expect out of a certain player. It's just so like, what if?
I think all of us collectively feel better than ever. This team feels, there's something magical about this team.
Our team has been so successful because we play together, we know the game, we dissect it, we know our strengths, and we play to that. I mean, it's experience.
Every team plays different. At the end of the day, it's a chess match. You got to be patient, and you just got to be super aware, you know, be a ninja out there. And people are like, oh, it's the kids game you played. But when you got a ball coming 60 miles an hour at you, that's not a kids game anymore.
In the top 8, we've never made it to the semifinals, so it's like, yeah, sure, we made it to the top 8. We've almost done that every single year. Now we need to take it one step further.
So the main thing for us is just making sure that we have our strategies down and we don't make mental mistakes. It's all about studying what teams we're going to be playing and making sure that we know exactly what each of our roles are for that game.
So this is our 3rd year and this is our first top 8. So if you're a new team, you've got to work together, you've got to communicate, and obviously you got to watch teams that have been there and communicate and play well together.
Besides practicing every single week, we practice a lot with our good friends in Doom, so we have a lot of good competition to practice against. You know, a 5-time champion team to play against is probably one of the best things you can do.
The biggest thing is the mental aspect of it. When people see that there's money on the line and there's cameras everywhere, if we go out nervous or tight, then anybody out there can beat us. I mean, we're a superstitious team. Vince does this handshake thing, which is probably my favorite ritual. He stands in front of the team before we go, and he individually goes down the line and high fives us all just to kind of get us focused.
Yes, we definitely have a very aggressive play style. We like to get out, go fast, and get ahead of the game.
We're the most unfamiliar team here, and we're going to ride that dark horse because these people don't have footage on us, but we spend a lot of time focusing these teams that have, set the standard, that have taught us the way.
We're trying to finish better than we finished on the first one. We went home, studied it. That's why I feel like this top 8 this year is going to be different. I just feel like we're ready for it.
I love Ultimate Dodgeball. I love the Ultimate Dodgeball Championship because it's fun to have people from all over the world all come together, all with the same level of excitement to come here to participate, to compete.
One of our goals this year was to definitely make sure the tournament felt and became more inclusive. It's always been open to anybody, but we wanted to highlight the women athletes in the dodgeball community. There are so many amazingly talented women dodgeball athletes, and it is way past due for the world to see that.
Women's dodgeball has been growing rapidly. The talent has been exponentially heightened. In the last 3.5 years that I've been playing, it's been absolutely amazing to watch my own growth, watch everybody else's growth around me. Women can compete. Women have all of the potential, all of the power to do that. So women should come out here, help represent the sport, help represent all women.
Yeah, this is the first year there've been a women's division, and it's great. I'm really excited to compete against the best women in the country. Little girls can see the stream and be like, oh, I can play dodgeball too. I can come out and check it out, come to Sky Zone and try out dodgeball. It's nice the women can really shine.
Women's dodgeball is one of the most exciting things to watch. They're all good. They're all very good. They're all very athletic. They can all play at the top level. There are a lot of women's teams that could beat a lot of these guys' teams. They do it in co-ed divisions all around the country and all around the world, and I think it's an awesome way to just bring everybody in. So, there is a space and there is a place for every single person in dodgeball.